orcs, hunters, titans, and all the ships at sea. It's time once again for Happy Hour from the Tower. Finally, after about 2 months, I am your host, T. Morris. Hang on a minute right there.
Choke on my rage! Choke on my rage!
It's been a rough Iron Banner. And sitting over to my left.
Yikes. I'm Nick Kelly.
I'm sure you've heard all those stories about me, and they're all true.
They are all true. You're a legend. You are a legend. And sitting across from me.
I'm Brandon Kelly.
Just read the after action on your little battle.
Wow.
That's right. That's right. We are back after about 2 months.
Can I say rough Iron Banner is redundant?
Yeah, that's
It's like questionable neck tattoo.
Yeah.
that is true. That is true.
Choke on my rage! Choke on my rage!
There was a headbanging moment
Yeah.
during the gig yesterday where my brand new $400 glasses almost went into the crowd.
Hot
I'm like,
damn.
better find a new way to express yourself, Titan.
By the way, real quick, I wanted to say this podcast as well as this stream is brought to you by Gnarly Nerd Clothing over at gnarlynerdclothing.com. I'm just going to show off that I've completed the trifecta, as you can see. There it is.
There it is. World's Okayest podcaster.
I feel like I've ascended. I feel like I have I've met all the challenges and I'm good. I'm World's Okayest gamer, World's Okayest streamer, and now World's Okayest podcaster.
And
it's taken me a long time to get there, but
the site got a makeover too since last time you've been to it.
yes,
so.
yes, it has.
Yes.
Yes, it has. The folks over at
Gnarly Nerd.
at gnarlynerd.com. Sorry, not Gnarly Nerd Clothing. Gnarlynerd.com.
Right.
You'll hear it in the promo, but if you use the code Happy Hour at checkout, you receive 10% off your order.
That's right.
And they make some great stuff. In the winter, you'll see the hoodie I've got.
My sneakers
Or you
are
can see
upstairs,
my
but I
hoodie
wore
right
them
now.
Vegas.
Yeah, you can see that. That is not a Gnarly Nerd.
It's
one.
not.
That is not a Gnarly Nerd.
It's on Redbubble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we're really thankful for the folks at Gnarly Nerd taking such great care of us. So thank you guys, and thank you everybody for joining us. Aiden Plays Games just went, man. Brandon's really enthusiastic.
Yeah, I know. I sent him a link.
So funny. So they have Gnarly Nerd has a shirt. I have the tank top version of it, and it's geek quality.
Yeah, geek quality. Yeah,
And it's the rainbow thing. So one of my sales guys is gay, and he's like, "Dude, wear that. We're going to the Pride event tonight." So I wound up at a Pride event Tuesday night in Las Vegas.
And let me guess.
Ta-da.
Let me guess. You got stopped every 2 minutes going, "Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?" Yeah.
Even I had the Inked and Nerdy one on in the airport on Friday, and this girl stopped me and she goes, "I really like that shirt." And I was wearing it. So
They make great. I have their Geek Fit shirt, the one where the guys pump an iron and it's got the controllers on either one. I love what they do.
yeah.
I love what they do.
We got
So-
you what straight out of
Elm Street and Crystal Lake.
straight out of Crystal.
And
Lake.
I got a red hoodie that says straight out of Hell's Basin.
Oh, you're gonna need to wear that all of September, by the way.
I am.
Teaser. If you guys don't know what's coming in September,
We're gonna get to that in just a second.
get ready to knock this.
So okay. So let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit about what we've been doing. We're going to start with Brandon. Brandon, what have you been doing since for the past 2 months, since our last show?
Well, I can't go back that far.
No, don't go back that far. But what have been your recent accomplishents?
I got the Solstice armor for my hunter
Fantastic.
completely,
All right.
and every armor glow.
And have you masterworked it all, or
I masterworked 3 pieces.
3 pieces? Good man.
I have. What have I done? I activated cross save.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about cross save in just a second.
Did you have
Fantastic.
Wayfarer last time we got together?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, because you had already had Dredger.
Yes.
Yeah.
God bless God. I
So you got your second title.
I gotta
You got
save
your
that
second
data
I know.
point. He's got the audio from when we finished.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that.
But it's on a drive that the jack is messed up, so I have to
Aw.
physically take it apart. And
Yep.
go,
all right.
We'll find it.
I'll get it.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
But yeah, that's really it. I mean, my Titan I think is 748, and my Warlock is like 709.
Very nice.
Oh, that's
Who
right. You
was-
did. You
Oh,
actually
that's
put
right.
it
My
you
in.
were
Warlock
like
was
Warlock, yeah.
400 a week
Yeah.
and a half ago. So
Wow,
yeah,
man.
he was also like level 38 a few weeks ago.
So you're getting back into the swing of it.
Yeah, there's
Good
a
man.
content drought,
Good man. Yeah.
not counting the community challenge.
Well, like I said, we'll be getting that in a second. So so what? Now you've been traveling a lot these past since we last.
No, I'm actually going to take the couple days around Shadowkeep off.
Oh, nice.
So
Very
I'm-
nice.
so that
So
I'm
you'll
not
finally be
traveling.
home for a release.
I'm actually home tomorrow during an update, so Now is where all the travel. After this week, all the travel takes up. I actually
Right.
am booked to Christmas, so it's a
But
lot.
but you are taking time off on for Shadowkeep when Shadowkeep drops.
Yeah, I'm gonna take those couple of days off.
So before we get back to other stuff you've been doing,
Yeah.
I want to give you an invitation.
Okay.
Blind Gamer Steve and I
Yep.
are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Blind Leads the Blind.
Oh,
I am taking the day off. I will be fresh from TwitchCon, and I will be taking October 1st off. And Steve and I are going to be playing all day. If you want to join us in Shadowkeep, you, me, and Steve.
Shadowkeep
what do you say?
won't launch until 1 though.
Doesn't matter. We'll figure out.
You know why?
Servers
right?
are going to be down.
You know
What?
why?
Why?
So that you can still go to school and then still play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that.
So you don't take the
There's
day
that.
off.
I have to wake up at 6. There's no point in not going to school that day except for having an hour of you looking at menus. Taunting
like
me.
last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching the same thing. I'm like, oh, now this is over here. Now this is over there. And I'm like, just play the game. Play the game.
When was that?
Forsaken.
Forsaken.
Launch when you were in the Triumphs for like half an hour.
Oh yeah. Well, I was trying to get my bearings, man.
Wasn't hard to figure out.
It was hard for me to figure out. Anyway, so what else, Nick? What else have you been doing?
Not a ton, I will tell you. I also have a full set of Solstice armor, which was earned by Brandon while I was trying to fix his PC.
Yep.
Thank you.
You got a lot of the first set.
Windows Task Scheduler. You.
Aggravating program.
Yes. Yeah, there was a combination of hardware and software failures that led to, yeah. And then I had to be out of town, so I just paid to get the rest of it fixed.
Please tell me you recorded it.
So you sure it wasn't like, I don't know, user error by any chance or anything of that? That's you're saying it was all software hardware issue.
It was a component of the melted solid state drive.
Well, that would do it.
Y'all jokers must be crazy.
But
My
Now,
C drive died.
I won't say that there weren't, crumbs and cat hair in that thing because we have to blow it out every week. But I got the Solstice armor. We ordered
Good man.
we ordered the bad Juju.
Yep.
oh, so you guys are getting the big the big replica. Oh, nice.
The thing that's the size of a desk.
Yeah, and you're gonna. I'm assuming you're gonna wall mount it or something like
I'm
that.
not sure what we're gonna do just yet. We'll figure it out.
I'm going to use it.
I still have to get you an Ace of Spades, like an actual.
I'm
foam
gonna
replica
use the
thing.
bad juju so that none of my exotic perks work and nothing can shoot me.
Warning.
Man, he is in a mood
He's
today.
Unleash the fury.
Where is this coming from?
Did
He's sitting at the big chair. He's got the
No, I
nice
don't know.
mic. He's got the new perspective of the camera.
did
What?
somebody visit you in your dreams and they only had one eye?
Oh.
No, that doesn't work.
So for myself,
Yes. T. What have you been up to?
Wow. Well, a big.
Oh, you have a title.
Yes, I do. After I'm one
World's
of
okayest podcaster.
World's Okayest podcaster, but I can also say that big shout out to Chavez, big shout out to the workshop, and big shout out to our clan current meta. Because of these individuals, I went through a weekend of raiding. I did the Scourge of the Past on Saturday, and then I did my third attempt at the Crown of Sorrows. I completed both, which means I got the Moments of Triumph seal.
Nice.
And that is my fourth badge. I'm still stunned that I have 4 of them. I just wanted the one. I just wanted Cursebreaker, but it is.
Now
it
you
has
have
been-
4,
I now
one of
have
which you don't
4.
deserve.
Wow.
Oh,
damn.
man.
Here we go again.
You're welcome. Shut up.
So I got the Moments of Triumph one, which wound up being my grind for all of the summer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and I thought I was going to be cutting it close, and I felt like I did. Even with the extension, I thought I was going to cut it close, but now
Hey, it's Curse Week. Go see the Queen.
I did.
Okay.
And I didn't get the Triumph. I didn't get the lore. I don't know what happened.
open the chest?
I opened the chest,
Oh.
and I didn't get the lore.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
I think I need to turn Destiny off and Destiny back on
Did you
again.
change your load order?
I was told that there is some sort of weird glitch when you reach this particular Triumph. So I don't know, or this particular part of the lore. Some people say that it skips a.
I think I only need 2 more.
Yeah, I need
me.
2 more, and then I become Chronicler.
But since I've been playing on PC, I can't get it because no one is in the blind well on PC. Everyone's too busy in Crucible.
That's funny. That's a good lead-in if we want to start talking about.
Let's talk about cross save.
Shall we do
Yeah,
that?
Let's
do that.
lead on with cross save. So chat. First off, and for those of you listening, yes, it has been a long time since our shows. We had a bit of a gap because of summer, because my wife and I were traveling. It's been tough just trying to get some of the challenges and the triumphs and the seals completed. We managed to do that, and now we're in the age of cross save, which I got to tell you, I absolutely love.
Not the season of cross save.
Not the season of cross save, not the season of the
It might as well be.
Not
It
the
doesn't feel
Joker's
like
wild
Season of
season of cross
Opulence.
save or anything like that.
Dawning of the age of the cross save.
Of Osiris, but
Yes.
yep, okay.
Okay, so
Here we go.
yes.
But to talk about cross save, I just sum up the experience in this respect. I was able to bring my my warlock Ray Somerset, the very first character I ever created in Destiny, not only into Destiny 2, but now onto PC, and I got to run with this particular warlock with Serena in one of the missions. And man, running with her on PC with this warlock that I know intimately, I'm just like, this feels so damn good.
Yeah.
I absolutely love cross save.
okay.
It has been a long time coming. I think it's been worth it. Brandon, your thoughts?
Well, I got to take the very first Destiny character that my mother created
Correct.
and bring her to 60 FPS. And that's it. And play with my friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you, so this is cool because you guys each have console and PC.
Right.
Is there any reason, if you have both, to still play on console?
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of the...
Because I'm hearing a lot of people migrate to PC.
Yes, a lot of people are migrating to PC, but for me, a lot of it is that the people that I'm used to playing with, the people that I've networked with, the people that I are friends with, yeah, they're all still on PS4. I mean, we're talking about Zach, we're talking about James Work.
I think that's the only reason.
Yeah,
It's the,
it's the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
And
that was the social aspect of D1 is like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Dan had a great question, which was, once you enable cross save, do the membership limits on the clans go up, or do they stay?
They should.
They should. Yes,
Yeah.
that's what been a lot of the ask in the Twitterverse there about. Can we expand it? Because obviously we have multiple platforms that could feed the same clan.
Yeah.
But you can't play. You can't be on PC with me on a PlayStation and play the same.
No, that's cross.
Yeah.
That would be cross
Cross-play,
play.
right.
This is cross save.
Okay, I just wanted to
And-
make sure that
It's
everybody
still
knew.
helpful.
Oh no, it's extremely helpful. I mean, I know Coach Obi Orion.
Probably much prefers PC, right?
He's not PC. He's Xbox.
Oh, yeah.
That's where he got started, was on Xbox, and so
Right.
now he can take his Xbox character
And
and play him on PC. The other thing that's helpful about it is that instead of some of these streamers that are saying, okay, I've done this all this stuff on the PC, on the PS4, now I'm going to do it on the PC, now I'm going to do it again on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Now it's just they just float from one platform to the next, and I've enjoyed it. But here's one of the other reasons why I would go back. There are the activities. I'm looking at you, Brack Armory. There are those activities that I don't particularly enjoy on PS4, but I can still do them more confidently and more securely than I can on mouse versus keyboard, which is that's what I call it. It's not mouse and keyboard. For me, it's mouse versus keyboard.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I tried a Black Armory. I tried one of the forges using mouse and keyboard. Whew. I thought I hated Black Armory on the PS4. I really hated it
Which
on
one
mouse
did
and
you do,
keyboard.
though?
Yeah, I did Burgosia.
Oh, God.
Which,
okay.
to me-
That's the best one.
I know, and yet it was like a root canal. I did not enjoy the experience.
I wouldn't know.
And so,
I would.
did I step in the middle of something?
No, I've only unlocked GoFan, and you guys go.
No, I meant the root canal
We
part.
put everything else in front of Black Armory.
Yeah, no, I meant the root canal
I've
part.
spent more time on Mercury than I've spent with the. I know you have. I'm so sorry. Doing stuff for
my
Ada,
fault.
even though
You need
Ada is
Black-
an infinitely cooler character.
You need the Forge of Osiris. That's what you need. You need that on Mercury.
He already did the Forge of Osiris. That's how he
did
got
the
Wayfarer.
Infinity Forge. I did get Wayfarer. I'm so excited, and I've made one incremental piece of progress toward Chronicler, and everything. It's the.
Yeah, Moat Thief.
I know it's the.
You got Motif?
No, I do get Motif.
Oh, you got
I got
Motif.
Motif.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
It's just it's all the
Right.
it's like even looking tonight like, well, here's all the eggs that are available this week, and here's all. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm not jazzed about doing that. I don't know.
And see, that's how I feel about the Black Armory, but people are saying that I should grind for some Black Armory weapons, so I am. But going back to cross save, do I like it? Do I swear by it? Do I enjoy it? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, Serena is making arrangements for me to run with her team again, and or to run for their team for the first time to do again either Scourge or Crown.
Yeah, she hit me on Discord a while back before cross save of like, hey, do you want to help with a last wish? We're on whoever, and I was like, wasn't there at the time.
Yeah.
I wasn't at home, so I couldn't help. But also, my Guardian was like 380 light, so I couldn't do anything.
But now you can.
Yeah.
Now you can with cross save.
Is there any activity, because it sounds like for T there is for you, are there any activities where you prefer console to mice and keyboard?
Console? Crucible.
Okay.
I could see that.
I hate Crucible right now. But on PC, it's the worst.
Okay. By the way, it's Iron Banner Week, if you guys weren't aware.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to Iron Banner.
Yeah.
Show me what you got.
But I just prefer, like, even patrolling on PC is easier.
I didn't wear them, but we got Show Me What You Got socks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
we did.
Very nice. Yeah. Very nice. But no, cross save has been it's actually been a very smooth transition. Got a little bumpy out of the gate.
Yeah.
There were some delays, but Bungie was on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really impressed with it. I'm all set up on Steam. I'm all set up on with cross save. I like the fact that you actually when you log in, it actually says this is a cross saved account. I didn't expect that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, like a little badge
Also,
of
if you
honor.
look at your roster, it says cross save enabled.
Yeah, I saw that as well. It's very cool.
Do you know
very,
that
very
the
cool.
Moments of Triumph actually don't end tomorrow? You know it was extended.
Yeah,
Until the end of season
until
opulence.
well,
17th.
September 17th.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
2 more
September
weeks.
17th.
Oh,
But the thing is, which brings me to the next thing. So when
I know it's not October yet. I know Brandon's just dying for it to be October.
I know, but the thing is that with the skip and the extension, one of the things I forgot to mention was that for those of you who are regulars on the stream and know what I do on Thursdays now with Blind Gamer
Leading the
Steve,
Blind.
Leading the Blind
Of Osiris.
our plan is to get Steve a T-shirt. Steve really, really wants a T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
and we are creeping ever closer to that T-shirt.
You got yours already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both
And-
did, okay.
Yeah. And the plan is to get him his T-shirt, which means we're going to be taking Chavez has made it his mission now. Chavez has just fallen in love with Blind Gamer
That guy's
Steve.
gold, man.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
he's
That guy's
fantastic,
gold.
and he wants to take Steve into. Well, we actually took him on his first raid. We did Wish 7, I believe it is, of Last Wish, where you basically just go right to the end, where you go right to Ribbon.
Oh, that's cheating.
This is most.
I
of-
want to do that.
Yeah, well, this is the thing though. This
Ribbon
was,
is a hard
usually-
fight.
I still haven't done a
Well,
raid.
this was Steve's reaction through most of it. Oh my God, where is all this coming from? And so I'm just like, okay, we got to take him to the Scourge now. And so we'll take him to the Scourge,
It's
and
not
then
bad, though.
and then go back to Last Wish, but take him through the whole thing. But we want to get his shirt first. That's our goal, is to get him that shirt.
Whatever the shortest one is, I'll do.
Yeah.
But it's jump puzzles.
The jump puzzles in Scourge aren't necessarily bad. It's more about the sparrow racing that's kind of the
There's
challenge.
one bad jump puzzle in Scourge. I think the Sparrow Racing will definitely get you. Schaefer did troll me on the first run we had of that. Because there's one part where you need 2 people to hit something
Right.
to open the gate for the servitor.
Right.
And then he said, stand here, punch it, and then when I tell you to punch it again, punch it again. You're only supposed to punch it once.
Yeah, I got trolled by the guys in
Yeah.
the workshop. I did.
So
I did. They were good people, though.
It's not a raid.
Thank you.
It's not a raid, but there is a community event that kicks off tomorrow that I would like to talk about.
We're going to get to that in a second as well. But
Okay.
but any other? Do we have any other comments about cross save? Anything at all?
I think it's very
Then
helpful.
I think we'll,
I only have it on PS4, so it's again
Yeah.
outside of my
well, then
range.
let's move it on. Well, now, so chat, just so you know, we are going to be turning most of the conversation over to our resident Titan. Nick is going to talk a little bit about
Everything.
everything that's coming. I've tried reading it, and I can just tell you this much.
My hull is in 108 pieces. Decks 1 through 20 are buried, and my coolant system... I am a mess.
So, Nick, I'm relying
That's
on
the raid
you.
I want to do is the one with her. But.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start. So we're bouncing around. We're not going in calendar order.
All right.
I have this much notes, kids.
He's got that much in notes.
I do.
Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is the month of Escalation Protocol.
Yes, the month of escalation protocol.
So we
are-
have a
we are
community
getting our ass to Mars.
community challenge, and it's going to be worth it. So the Flashpoint is going to be on Mars next week. You're going to have because it has to be.
Yeah.
We have. Jesus, is it only for the week? No, we have the whole month to do it, right?
It should be the month.
Should be the month.
Okay.
Should be the month.
Good. All right, here's what we have to do, community. Defeat
We're waiting.
175,000 Wave 7 escalation protocol bosses.
Wait, say that again. How many?
175,000.
Hello. Okay.
Defeat 300 million Hive on Mars. Defeat Zol 100,000 times. Defeat
boy.
Nokris 150,000 times.
I thought we already did that when we were trying to get you
Yeah.
that Osprey.
And use 300,000 override frequencies.
That's going to be the challenge, honestly.
Oh no,
What,
I'll
the
do
what, the
200
override frequencies?
I'll do 250,000 of them and still not get the last 8 that I need. Trust me. If we do this is what's really cool. So
Okay.
if all the objectives are completed during the event, any player to complete at least one Nightfall, at least
Okay,
one,
At least one.
gets a unique emblem, right? And it's only you have to have done the Nightfall.
So the question is,
But there's more.
Is there going to be like a progress website that we can go to, like a page or something like that can
That's-
tell us
It's a good question.
what? What?
If the Braytech dude doesn't build it, then Bungie will.
Yeah.
That's braytech.org, everybody.
Yeah.
Braytech.org.
So here's the other thing that happens if we complete that. All right, 175,000 Wave 7 bosses. So Escalation Protocol is going to be active all of September. Just get that and know that that's happening.
If anyone needs Wayfarer,
Why do I have it that it's only a week?
it shouldn't be.
I have it that it's September 3rd through the 10th. That sounds impossible, but okay. 300 million Hive, Mars Knife. Someone in the chat will correct me if I'm wrong. 300,000 override frequencies. Anybody who does that gets the unique emblem if all the challenges are met. Also, our good buddy Emperor Callus will unlock additional rewards in the menagerie.
Oh, that's right.
So if all the challenges objectives are met, then you get 2 rewards when you slot runes and open the chest the first time, and then 1 additional reward is added every Friday for the remainder of the season.
Oh, wow.
So there's a bunch of stuff
That's a lot.
can potentially get added to the menagerie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we essentially blow up Mars. So someone confirm with me that it's the month, not the week. I think it.
It better be the
Yeah,
month.
chat. If we can get confirmation,
We're staying on Mars all week.
We're trying to figure out if it's going to be a week on Mars or if it's going to be a month on Mars for the community challenge. If
Yeah.
anybody can let us know in chat, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
All right.
I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun because when we were going back, no, seriously, when we were going back,
It's Nokris.
when we there is that.
You
but
mother.
when we were going for Wayfarer.
Yep.
And I had not done an escalation protocol in a long time, and I forgot how much I enjoyed those when you had like a large amount of people.
And
you had the full
that's what it
party.
took for us because there were so many times where people didn't get past like wave 3.
Yeah.
And then once you finish, it basically only makes you redo 6 and 7.
Right.
And Brandon and I hung in there and did a bunch of them the one day and finally got the
Yeah,
whatever
it's only
one.
a week, apparently.
Is it? Yeah,
It's only a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got to
Okay,
do
that's
all
what I
this in a
thought.
week.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. See everybody
Okay,
on
then.
Mars.
Right.
Dear Bungie,
pack your bags.
I hope you have
pack a lunch. Stay for the day. or the
dynamic
week.
server capacity to do instances of Mars because we're all going to be
It's gonna be all Mars
lot
all
of
the
death
time.
roll.
Yep.
All right then.
So here's a couple of things. So Luke Smith, who's the director of the game, we got a series of director's cuts, which were blogs from him.
Big blogs.
Big,
like
yes.
epic size.
And then when he finished those, he wrote another one.
Yep.
And so we're going to talk about some of the things that were announced. But the first thing that really kind of jumps out is, as he puts it, that Destiny is an amazing action MMO in a single evolving world that you can play anytime, anywhere with your friends.
Yeah.
Have we heard that anywhere else?
What?
It's exactly what Deej called it. So they've standardized on their language of what they
Oh.
have the image of Destiny to
Because
be
it was
and what-
because that was one of the things they were dancing around and they could never quite agree what
before
what
2019
it
did you
was.
ever hear Destiny called an MMO by anybody at Bungie?
No.
No.
First person shooter, FPS, right.
Plus it's an evolving world. So there's
Right.
going to be things that get added and there's going to be things that go away.
Right.
Because otherwise your 500 gig PlayStation is going to be not enough to keep all of Destiny. So
Which is why you would have to get an external drive,
so here we go.
which I would rather not do.
So one of the things that Luke brought up was how much development goes into this. And remember that remember Twitter, developers are real people, okay? So they're not all the folks at Electronic Arts calling you asshats in game forums that happened this month.
And also something too about developers.
Yep.
If for any fans out there in chat or anyone in this studio, if you're watching Patriot Act with Hassan Minaj on
Which is canceled.
Which what?
It's canceled.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
That Netflix should not have done that because they need every little bit.
Netflix shouldn't have canceled a lot of things.
Don't talk to me about what Netflix shouldn't have canceled. I'll punch everybody.
You
There'll
And
be
you
a
have your eyes closed while you're
There'll
doing
be a
it.
12-minute hallway fight scene.
in one take.
One take.
But going back to Hassan Minaj and Patriot Act, Patriot Act actually did a show on video games.
Okay.
Now, Bungie was not mentioned, but they were talking about the hours, the
Right.
intensity that these guys go through to make a game.
Right.
And I'm one of those old school gamers. I mean, I remember and I've seen the amount of programming that went into Pong. And that's just 2 sticks and a ball. That's it, right? And here you've got a game that is interactive, that you have to interact with not just things on the screen, but other people. And the point of view is changing when you move from one point A to point B. I mean, you think of the development that goes into just one of these scenes, and then they give us hours of content. It's no different. It's no different than when we talk about editing video.
Yep.
Nobody realizes that the reason why there's so many editors on a film is that for every 1 minute of video or for every 1 minute of a film that you see, there's at the very least, there's an hour of simple editing, of just basic editing, just to get that 1 minute of edited footage done. Now you start thinking of a film like Lord of the Rings. You start thinking of a film like The Matrix. You start talking about films like any of the Marvel
Avengers,
films.
yeah.
I mean,
Ugh.
we're talking. That's why there's a lot of work that goes into making these things that you don't see. So I do nothing but give props for the developers of Destiny to give us a game that is this tight, that is this addictive, and this beautiful to just go through.
From the first
And I'm
shot.
done.
From the
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the title?
You were saying.
even the landscape with the downplanes in Russia from Dune.
Cosmodrome, yeah.
From the Cosmodrome. Like that scenery.
Oh yeah.
Like
I remember the first time I walked through it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And you could walk through some of the planes, and then of course you turn around the corner, and there's a there's a fallen, and
Yep.
I mean just stuff like that. Oh, I mean it's ridiculous. And then you
so because developers are finite, there's no army of developers you just suddenly add for no additional cost to build
Right.
the game. So one of the things Luke talked about was giving the developers a rest, which was a big thing. Which is
was he talking about the delay for Shadowkeep?
That's one of the things that led
That's
to the
cool.
delay for Shadowkeep, but also that they do some development of things in parallel. Okay, and I know this because a company that I used to work for had 2 backup products, and they became closer and closer to the same product, but they still had 2 development teams and 2 different schedules and 2
Right.
different, and so
Right.
we wound up being like just you're competing against yourself at that point.
Right.
So one of the examples that Luke brought up is that exact scenario is happening with Gambit and Gambit Prime.
Ah.
And the
Okay.
thought is that they won't both exist. There will be one true Gambit down the road. Now, he isn't specified which. We can speculate on that as much as we would like to. Gambit in itself is a pretty unique play mode that I think was really something that none of us saw coming and thought it was, frankly, just amazing last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, you've got 2 different teams developing for something that's essentially one activity that just is in a Venn diagram overlaps 75-80%. You know what I mean? There's still
Yeah.
enough that's different for both.
And it's weird when you talk about the arguments for and against Gambit versus Gambit Prime. I mean, okay, well, so Brandon, what do you think? If you had to choose between Gambit versus Gambit Prime, which one would you choose?
I wouldn't.
why?
I wouldn't.
Why?
In the development standpoint,
Okay.
it logically has to be Gambit Prime
Okay. Okay.
because there are rewards tied to Gambit Prime. The entire season of The Drifter was because of Gambit Prime.
That's true. With the Reckoning and
Yes,
things like that. Right?
and if they get rid of Gambit Prime, the Reckoner title goes away. The Reckoning goes away. Every sense of lore we got from
That season.
is
Goes
just
away.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's irrelevant.
it would completely get rid of a whole season of content.
Well, the thing, see now, and here's my argument for keeping Gambit, like vanilla Gambit. There are certain challenges where you have to go after invaders. That grind becomes a lot harder when you don't have the 2 matches versus the 1 match where it's faster, it's faster, and you're not invading as much.
But not everybody wants a 20-minute
You're
activity.
Right. It's
especially when you have to do 10 of them for solstice armor.
It's a hard man. My God! Wow!
Unleash the fury!
Did somebody piss in his cornflakes this morning? What the
He's just
hell?
full
Cornflakes.
Ingve Malmsteen today.
Anyway, but I mean, and I think that's sort of the hard part about what to decide, whether you go Gambit, whether you go Gambit Prime. Someone external memory just said in chat, whatever it is, they wouldn't depreciate the Prime armor set bonuses, maybe tweak them, but not get rid of them because of annual pass content, investment, etc. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a real hard. I think it's a harder decision to make than just we're going to go with Gambit Prime because of these things that are tied into it, and just cutting Gambit, the original Gambit loose. I know people who love Gambit Prime hate original Gambit, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Some people don't like the fact that it's, and I love the fact that in Gambit, in vanilla Gambit, they tweaked it and they said, okay, if it's a tie match, the 3rd round is sudden death. And I think that was one of the best choices they ever made. But again,
but it's still a lot slower than a Prime match.
Yes, it is. It is. But it also gives you more of an opportunity, especially if you're going after.
It's gonna be a 4-hour show.
It's going to be a big show. It's going to be a big show, chat. So just be ready for that.
Still on page 1.
We may not get to all of your copious notes, but we will. But it's going to be a big show, chat.
We'll lightning round him when we need to do it.
And if we have to, we'll record 2 shows on one stream. And then we'll just do a part 1, part 2. We could also do that. As a matter of fact, why don't we do that? Let's go ahead and let's take a quick break. And when we get back, we will talk more about where we're headed. We'll talk more about the director's notes. Talk a little. We might even have to come back to this Gambit this argument right after this break. And we're clear. So
Short green room today because we gotta keep it going.
We're gonna keep this going because chat. It's true. I think.
How many folks we got?
I think we're gonna. Well, we got about. It's fluctuating between 6 and 10.
Cool, awesome.
So,
hey everybody.
So that's 6 and 10 people watching this live. And hey everybody. I do like the set. Well, I want to read that on. I want to read that on the show. But yeah, we're probably gonna try to record 2 shows. Might as well. If you don't have rehearsal.
Nope.
All right, then we could probably get into. We could probably do this as a 2-parter. Okay, well let's go on ahead and let's keep the let's keep the idle banter like brief, and we'll just get back to it. All right, because we got a lot to talk about apparently. Here we go. Ready?
You need food?
I'm good.
You're okay.
You good? I mean, we can always order.
No, he's got a 1,000-yard stare. I just want to make sure he's
okay.
actually looking at something instead of bottoming out his blood sugar.
All right, here we go. We are back with the second half of Happy Hour for the Tower. I'm T.
I'm Nick.
I'm Brendan.
And we're talking about all the changes coming up for October 1st for Shadowkeep. We're all pretty stoked about it. We were just coming off of a really intense discussion about Gambit v. Gambit Prime. External Memory does add to his earlier comments. He said, if anything, they ditch Gambit regular, tweak Prime for meatball access, give everybody Prime regardless of Forsaken license ownership. I do like the sudden death mechanics pushing more into some kind of catch-up stalemate situation for Prime. Something like that for Prime would be nice.
Yeah.
And I would agree, but it's just a one-shot deal. That's what makes Gambit Prime so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, you can play more Prime games than you can Gambit Vanilla, but the problem is that when you've got these different challenges that pop up, and granted maybe they don't give as many challenges of trying to knock off so many invaders. You don't have as many opportunities to invade in Gambit Prime as you do in Gambit.
I mean, boss phases last longer, so...
Yeah, there's that as well.
Because you will always have an invader in Gambit Prime.
Oh, yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. And, it is. It's a hard call. I do think you're probably right. They're probably going to get rid of Gambit Vanilla. Maybe bring it back for a short duration to see what happens, but I think... I mean, if you were to ask me which one do I enjoy more, I'm starting to swing back over towards doing Reckoning because I enjoy Reckoning. It's kind of a trick question.
You are the only person who enjoys Reckoning.
You could actually, like with minimal development, like let's say you remove Gambit and make the changes that we were just talking about. You could periodically bring it back with minimal changes and just change something about it and make it seasonal, like we've done with the forest.
Make it mayhem.
Like we've done with Haunted Forest, right?
Like
Like
Verdant Forest.
the Verdant Forest. Like, yeah, so you could do something like that and still keep it as part of the game. I just don't know if they're removing it because of development cycles or code bloat or both, and that's kind of the questions that I would have for Luke if he was here.
But I would say I agree with what Luke is saying in that yeah, the developers have so much amount of time. So if they're going to cut Gambit vanilla to take that development team and move them to something else, I'm more than okay with that. So long as the developers are good, because if the developers are happy, it means we get more content and more quality content faster.
Yep.
Because you don't want to have pissed off developers, and you don't want them to be burned out either. So it's a grinder, man. It's a grinder, and I got nothing but respect for those guys. I mean, the stuff they come up with is fantastic.
Yep.
So where else? Where else?
Do some other changes.
Let's talk about some other changes. What else you got for us, Nick?
So the bounties and quests are going to get separated
Finally.
in the pursuits, and the PC players among us can actually assign a hotkey to go to one of those, so you don't have to go into the menus like
that's
that.
nice.
You could just pick like a function key or something like that.
Maybe my keyboard will actually come in handy.
Yep.
There we go. There we go.
So that's a little thing. We have somebody departing the tower, if you guys didn't know that.
No, I did not know that.
Tess Everest will be in the director, not in the tower from now on.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The
It's
director?
about time.
Yep.
So wait, she's not going to be in the tower. So she's going to be in the directory?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Now, does that mean that we now get no new dialogue or any kind of interaction from her? She's just
So that I don't
it's just
know.
an interface.
We just know it's an interface.
All I know is this: if I don't have to hear about Fenchurch, it'll make me happy. So,
Fair enough.
and then class armor, as you buy class armor in silver. Oh, but here's the thing about silver, by the way: silver is per platform. So when you transfer, when you cross save, when you do all those things, silver is the one thing that doesn't go from one platform to another.
Right.
Yep.
Even if you purchase silver moving forward, it's per platform. So good, we're good there. Okay.
Right.
So the class armor gets a reduction as you buy each piece. The overall cost comes down 20%. So it's basically like an incremental cost to buy the class armor suit. So if you get a couple of the pieces and then you want to finish it off by making the purchase, it's not the full cost. Make sense?
That makes sense, yeah.
And
You're the sort who goes to crazy lengths to get the job done when someone's counting on you, right?
Right?
yeah. Yes, I am. Random drop in. The other thing is,
Thanks, Agratsuko.
and he brought this up, which I thought was really cool, was that it's not a pay to win anything, because the silver stuff it's all going to be just ornamental.
Yep.
It's all going to be cosmetic.
Okay.
But he said that there were enough purchases, and I can't remember which of the two activities. There were enough purchases, I want to say, for Whisper ornaments that it paid for the development of one of the other weapon quests.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so that's
That's awesome.
yeah, so just the it paid for the salaries of the developers and the hours for them to put into, and I don't remember which one it was. Somebody in the chat will tell me, but
It was probably Whisper.
it was like the everything just that was cosmetic for Whisper paid for one of the maybe Truth, maybe one of the newer weapon quests.
Okay.
But I thought was really cool. It was
Zero
like-
mission.
Yeah. Would you add it?
So
Oh, Zero Mission, which means that's 0 hour. That's
Whisper paid for
Whisper
Outbreak.
paid for Outbreak Perfected, which I'm like,
But
thank you.
But that
I
is
love me my Outbreak Perfected.
That's a great example of it doesn't just go to the bottom line of the company. Like this is
Right,
they took that investment and put it back into and I think they probably spent a
I
really wild amount in R&D and
I like to think that when you see the enthusiasm on Bungie, and that was the other thing too on that episode of Patriot Act, Hassan Minaj, he put a whole bunch of different developers up there of saying these are the people that are like really putting their folks to the ringer. I kind of breathed a sigh of relief because Bungie wasn't up there. And the thing is, when we met some of these guys last year
they were
at Guardian Con, they were just like,
Very
"No,
genuine.
thank you for playing our game."
Yeah,
I was just
very
like,
genuine.
"What are you talking about? You guys already got my money."
think about where things were at the time.
Oh,
That was after year one.
that was
Right.
after
It was pre Forsaken.
D2 year one
where
pre Forsaken,
and we all believe Forsaken was the turnaround.
It was.
which it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the Taken King for
Yeah.
D2.
Yeah, so that they were in a tough
And
spot.
then year two was. Forsaken was good, but the rest was.
Okay,
lackluster.
so
Anyway.
Do you think? Because now granted, but this comes. Sorry, we're gonna get back to that and say
Sorry.
we might be doing 2 shows on this. I understand, but it goes back to the whole thing of when we were talking about of what is it you like. I know people who love the Black Armory. I am not one of those people. I love Gambit, so I really enjoyed season of the Drifter, and the season of but I will say of all the seasons that we've had so far, Season of Opulence has been on point.
It has the most memorable name.
I've been having a blast
Except for
doing
Season
it.
of the Outlaw. Come back. I miss Season of the Outlaw.
But I did. I've really enjoyed the Season of Opulence. But I don't think it's been lackluster. I think they've just been trying to get their feet under them.
Well, no, I mean, because you have the one big content drop at the year mark, and then things that are focused on specific players.
Right.
None of which have hit bullseye for me.
Okay, fair enough.
Shadowkeep will.
Shadowkeep will because why?
Moon's Haunted.
Moon's Haunted.
We finally get a horror movie.
Yeah.
So Black Armory was set up to fail.
You think so?
Yeah.
And for 2 reasons. Number 1 was in execution. Number 2 was just in content. The problem with the execution
it
was
right after Forsaken.
that they introduced. The problem in execution was that they introduced stuff day 1 that you couldn't do.
Yep.
That's true.
That's true. And they the cart and the horse, and they saw that, and they Luke even calls that out. He's like, that was something we never should have done. Okay. The other thing was that here's your new activity with a stranger who you have no emotional ties after you just went through the Cade 6 story.
Yeah.
The end of Cade 6, the guy everybody loved.
It went from a very emotionally driven plot line
to a complete unknown. So you have no emotional investment in it.
Who didn't give 2 craps about you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I never thought about it from that perspective, but you're right.
Yeah, it was just unless it was the final reveal of something that we had been waiting for before, and so it just didn't have that opportunity. One of the things that that the quest money has paid for, that the cosmetic money has paid for, is there is an internal team inside of Bungie whose job it is to try to cheese every single thing that they develop.
That
I want to work there.
Would you like to know
It's a trap!
the name of that?
the name of that organization?
I would like to call them I'm la du fromage. I mean, what?
Team Velveeta.
Fantastic.
You're welcome. Shut up.
Fantastic.
So thank you for that.
Go Team Velveeta.
Go Team Velveeta.
This podcast now has a new spirit animal. It is Team Velveeta. That is awesome.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that. So,
back before you get to your copious
before I get
notes,
to anything else.
Your mileage may vary. This is again external. Your mileage may vary, but I love the hell out of Season of Opulence so far. And activities aside, okay, Scourge Raid in the last city was cool.
That says I don't know.
The puzzle stuff for Black Armory was insane, regardless of the Baguzia lockout.
Niobe Labs
controversy.
That thing.
Yeah, Niobe
that
Labs.
was. A lot of people say that Curse of Osiris was a missed opportunity. Niobe Labs was a huge. I mean, I think it makes Curse of Osiris look like Warmind.
Warmind was better.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that was
You're
a big
saying
trip.
that the Forge is now the bottom of the barrel.
I personally
slightly
think that,
below.
yeah. Slightly
Mercury.
below Mercury.
External. What do you think about Menagerie? I'd love to get your thoughts. I have
been having
the crap out
I
of Menagerie.
love Menagerie. It's so much damn fun.
Brandon goes, you're gonna like it. You might get lost, but you're gonna like it. And
I got the tables were turned, and I got the chance to Sherpa ZG Photo.
Oh man!
Through the Menagerie. And at one point he says to me, "So how's it feel to you being on the other side?" And I said, "I don't want this responsibility, man."
So
he took to it. I mean, it was Z.
Here's what was great, because I was on the road and then I got home and I'm like, "Hey, Brandon, we got to do some of this Menagerie thing." And he goes, "Cool." And then we get in and he goes, "Oh, it's blackout."
Yeah.
I love that.
No problem. I'll just follow
crazy
you.
Pants. Crazy pants.
So I thoroughly enjoyed the Menagerie. I thought it was good.
External, if you're scared of the heroic mode, then I'll go in with you, because we can be scared together. We'll just hold each other. Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Bring Brandon with you.
And we'll bring Brandon. We'll bring Brandon with us. But yeah, but no, I'm a fan of it as well. I actually I did the grind for the Menagerie armor, which is
I did too. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's some beautiful armor. Their weapons are good. But here's the other thing that's been frustrating me about Black Armory. I picked up a scout rifle today from Black Armory, and holy Hannah in a handbasket. That thing is incredible.
Is it?
To quote it wasn't the scout rifle from there.
It was
but
a scout rifle.
It was one of their experimental
It's one of
scout rifles.
the blues that was been upgraded.
Yeah.
Because that's
But
how Black
man,
Armory works.
to quote the guy from Screen Rant, yeah, scout rifles and Black Armory are tight. I mean, it was incredible.
We need to get.
Let's get back on.
We need to get your mom the sniper rifle that is also looks like a sword.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
You're talking about Izanagi's Burden?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
the
is.
exotic, yeah.
Yeah. It's brutal.
That's just
It shreds.
yeah. Well,
We should get her a
shreds.
striker's
Okay.
sure hand.
Yeah.
all right.
All right. So going back to
yes.
going back to the notes.
So we're gonna get into Armor 2.0. Is that all right?
Sure.
Okay, because Brandon's gonna be able to explain it better than anybody else.
Probably.
All right. So here are my notes that I have. Okay. So Armor 2.0, which your Solstice armor actually counts as Armor 2.0. So
It does.
It's not gonna be worthless as soon as this season ends and the next one starts. There's an energy meter,
Yep.
1 through 10.
Mm-hmm. It's the same thing as masterworking right
okay.
now.
Is that what that is? Okay.
At the moment.
Materials or currency can actually raise the energy meter.
Yep.
And it has an elemental affinity.
Yes.
Solar, arc, or void. The starting energy value may be random. They don't all start at 1.
Yes.
Okay. Stats,
It's like Masterworks.
stats all roll random values.
Yep.
And there are 6 of them.
Yep.
Yes.
So instead of mobility, resilience, and recovery, it's those 3.
Plus.
Intellect, discipline, and strength.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Nailed it.
It's from D1.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Nice one. Well done.
Listen, don't ask me how this happened. I don't have time to explain what I don't have time to understand.
Do you remember what those did in D1?
I vaguely remember those. Yeah, I remember those qualities.
Care to guess?
Go right ahead. No, not.
So
not
they
yet.
increase the recharge rate on all your abilities.
Okay.
So strength increases your melee.
Yep.
Is it discipline is grenade.
One's grenade and one's super.
One's super.
Basically, they're going back to the more complex setup that you
but
had for
still
your character.
keeping what you had.
Right.
So
right.
yeah, and also random upgrades to the character sheet, as we call it,
You get the sparrow
and your ghost.
and your ghost. They show up on your character sheet now.
yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
That's in my notes. I
Yeah.
You scooped me. You scooped me.
I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, that's what I do think. That might be kind of a learning curve for me, but I remember that about the original Destiny. They were trying to simplify for Destiny 2 the character sheet from Destiny 1, but there was something weird about how the more I played Destiny 1, the more I felt like I was starting to finally understand how that character sheet works. Then 2 drops and it's like, oh, they've kind of made it now Destiny for Dummies, and they've simplified it.
Yep.
And maybe they realize now they're like, we simplified it too much.
They did.
Let's go back. Let's not try to reinvent the wheel. Let's go back to what we
Well,
had.
that's why D2 Year 1 was so hard to play.
Yeah.
Was because there was
For people who really played D1.
yeah, because there was nothing to do.
Right.
Because once you got to endgame, there was a raid. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is plenty to do in Destiny 2. Right
Oh, there's plenty.
Now
to do in
there
Destiny.
is.
Yes, now there is.
So-
it's been rough. But,
Yeah.
but when we finally, I mean, we even talked about this on the show. But when we finally got there, it's been worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were at 6 stats.
Yes. So yes, we are like Dungeons and Dragons. So, how much longer you want to go on this half of the show?
I would like
I-
for you to find a good stopping point, and then we're gonna do another quick segment, and then we'll break and do another show.
Okay. So I'm not going to do the long ones, which are going to be the rebalancing, the artifacts, and the other changes in.
That's right. They're bringing back artifacts.
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I will mention a couple other things like how do we? Let's talk about the level.
Yeah. Okay.
level stuff.
Okay. And that'll be a good place to stop.
Okay. So, if you're burning through your materials to infuse stuff right now, stop it.
Okay.
Just stop it.
Guilty as charged.
Don't. Because what's going to happen is we're going to get a huge jump to the level cap, 950,
Wow.
Yep.
with the potential to go higher. That's a teaser for the next episode.
I remember hearing that. Yeah.
Everybody, day one of Shadowkeep is going to be 750.
Right.
So you don't have to worry about burning things just to get those last 3 or 4 items up to 750. Just hold on to your stuff.
Okay.
Right. That's all. The other thing we all learned day one of Forsaken. We all burned through all of our shards.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So don't do that.
Okay. I'll try to break
The
myself
economy
out
in
of
Shadowkeep is going to be huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Their prime engrams are going to drop at 900, but you earn charges for them from 750 to 900.
Okay.
So you don't get the 900 items when you're 750. You have to
Right,
charge
right,
them up. All existing items on characters and in vaults will go up to 750.
Very nice.
Day
Yeah.
one. Okay. Regarding the immunity wall, you guys know what that is?
No.
How many levels below the opponent you are? In order for you to actually still do damage. So the immunity wall is going up to 100.
Oh.
So you can be 99 levels below an enemy and actually still do some damage.
Okay,
Wow.
that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Which is a way to offset the 200
what was it
point
before?
50.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is you guys are going to want to talk about all that stuff because that's all rebalancing stuff.
They're working on well, you're getting your next thing. They're working on the Sunshot in the sandbox with its ammo count.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah.
I read a headline about that. And
there's 2 new maps in the sandbox.
Yes,
No,
there are.
there's 2 new old maps in the
I was
sandbox.
going to say,
Yeah.
they're bringing back. I wasn't a big fan of it in D1.
Widow's
but
Court.
Widow's Court, but I think
Twilight
now
Gap.
I feel like I'm gonna Twilight Gap. I loved.
Yes.
I love Twilight
I
Gap.
knew that as soon as
Everyone
I read
loves
that,
Twilight
Yeah,
Gap.
no, that's a good
Why
solid
was there not
map.
a Lego set of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so should we go ahead and make that our stopping point, and then part 2 of the show we'll pick up. Actually, would like to pick up in
Part 2
2
will actually be about Shadowkeep.
and let's actually lead in with armor elements. If you do you have notes?
I
on
can,
that?
I
I
got all
can talk on that. Yeah.
All right, well then let's go ahead and let's do that. But first, I have something very special and something very exciting to share with everybody right here. So let's bring in a friend of the show.
Urgent transmission incoming on all channels.
Now, if you're new to this show and you have
Wow.
Dinklebot,
Dinklebot,
I miss Dinklebot. I still have a soft spot for Dinklebot. But for those of you who have been with us since the beginning, right? My God, 3 years. Almost 3 years. Coming up on 3 years. You know that episode 30 of our show was a video interview with streamer and cosplayer TD0013. And if you and so you can go back in the archives and look up the video interview, and it was a great time. It was a great time talking to him about what he was working on at the time. And what he was working on was Titan Armor Season 1, Version 1 of the Iron Banner.
Yeah.
So this is the first thing, and well, right now
That means I have a TD0013 action figure.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Well, so chat, take a look at this. He has finally completed it, and here is
gorgeous.
Here's the final result. Now you'll notice I've got 2. I've got. I'm assuming. Yeah, you guys should be able to hear. You guys should still be able to hear me. You'll notice that TD's got 2 looks at this. Okay, he's got 2 looks at this. You've got the full version. And then next to it, you've got the close-up version. The reason I've got the close-up version here is so that you can see the detail that he has gone into this. You'll notice that, and this is something he talks about in in the interview. He said, armor is not pristine. It's going to have scars. It's going to have scratches. It's going to have bullet holes. So you can see that he's actually got like shotgun shrapnel. No, this is not his Insta. This is a Low Battery 83. Is the person who posted these shots, but his actual his particular name, thank you, is TD0013. So just look him up, Instagram.com/TD0013. And but Low Battery, thank you very much for sharing these pictures. But as you can see, the close-up stuff, he does that with like a soldering tool. He basically burns in these holes, and he basically makes it look like shotgun.
That's when we get to Forsaken, and we were all grinding for levels, and I'm like, yeah, your armor, like you're out in space somewhere you've never been before. Your armor shouldn't all look the same.
You'll notice
grab
that
anything that keeps you alive.
Yeah.
You'll also notice too that even he's got some scratches in the nether regions, because you know what, these guys don't fight. These guys don't fight clean. They fight dirty.
Thrall
fight
for the
dirty.
genitals.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Where's his one-eyed mask?
Well, because he's not working on the one-eyed mask. He's actually working on his, and also TD.
But he's an Iron Banner.
He doesn't need a one-eyed mask.
He's an Iron Banner. He's running a one-eyed mask.
No, he's not. No, he is not the guy that goes with the meta. He goes with what one works for him. And if he's not running the one-eyed mask, he's definitely running all of the Iron Banner. Now he is working on a helmet. I don't know if he has it for any of the other photos.
Why would he want to hide that face?
I know, that beautiful face of his. But but yeah, this if you want to see this in progress. Go back to episode 30, and you'll see the video episode. That is
when
up
he's doing
there.
the toothpaste and all
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Where he's doing the toothpaste and he picks it apart just to show how he makes that cuff. I mean, the cuff that you see in the photograph, I saw him make that.
Yeah.
And it was just so cool watching this progress. And then he's saying, "Hey T, what do you think?" And then boom, he dropped it into my feed. I was like, "Holy Hannah, can we get some good pictures for this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll work on it." And then
it looks
and
great.
he did a great job. So really quick, for any of my mods in chat, please give a shout out for TD0013, Kevin O'Connor, one of the founding members of the 501st. He's now doing Destiny Armor, and holy Hannah, it looks great.
He does a Twitch stream too, where he is building stuff too, right? So yeah, if you guys like the pictures, then definitely also check him out on Twitch because he will get you in the workshop for a little behind the scenes. Pretty cool.
And on top of that, he also has he also does a date night with his wife. His wife and he go into Xbox together. So if you're Xbox characters, look up TD0013. He'll take good care of you.
Good guy.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, that brings us back to this part 1 episode about what's coming in Shadowkeep.
That was really a recap, honestly.
It's part of a recap, but it was also definitely part of what's coming with the director's cuts and things like that. There's been a lot of news that has been shared over time, and now we're at that point where we're just kind of taking a victory lap. And I think it's fantastic that Bungie has all these great things planned for Shadowkeep, but we're also keeping us busy with this community challenge. I'm looking forward to it. I can't tell if you're looking forward to
7
it.
days.
Stressed.
We're gonna not tonight because tonight doesn't count towards it. Tonight what we'll do is we'll stack Ikora bennies.
That sounds good.
Go turn them all in tomorrow.
That sounds good. That's my
Strange
modus
terrain.
operandi. Strange terrain. I could do that. I could definitely do that.
We'll do it tomorrow.
It'll be a practice run. So, chat, thank you very much for joining us. Stay tuned. We are going to be doing we're doing part 2 of this in just a minute. We're just going to give ourselves a second to freshen up our drinks, take a breath, take a quick Guardian break if we need it. Got to hit the little Guardians room when that happens. But for those of you who want to feedback, of course, you're interacting with us on the stream, which we appreciate. But if you're just listening to the podcast, by all means, go ahead and give us a call, 703-791-1701. That's our voicemail. You can also reach out to us on WhatsApp, also at 703-791-1701. You can also drop us a line at podcast at happyhourfromthetower.com. And if there's something specific you want us to talk about on the show, if there's something you want us to cover, like I said, you can either join us on chat here at twitch.tv/TheTMonster, or any of the places that we just talked about only a few seconds ago. And remember, folks, the Happy Hour from the Tower is protected by a non-commercial, no derivative, share like United States no license. You can find out more about that license at creativecommons.org. So on behalf of Nick, on behalf of Brandon, eyes up, Guardian, time to give up the ghost. The first round's on us. Okay,
and I'm
everybody.
Brandon.
We're clear. Smart ass. How you doing, everybody? All right, so because of so much content, we're just going to go ahead and make this a two-parter show. We haven't done this before on stream. We've done this before we started streaming, but this will be the first time we've done it on stream.
So you think I should make a music video that's The Mountain by 3 Days Grace, but it's the Rise of Iron where you have to jump all the way up to get that one little ghost fragment.
I'll record it.
That one.
That was a monster pain in the ass, man.
I hated that.
It's like second to one thing in Xenoblade where you had to kind of go out to like the very, very tip of a...
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it or not, but did you happen to see... oh, no, you didn't. It was in this Discord. Aura went on a total like fanboy rage, not fanboy rage, fanboy rave out about how good the music is in Xenoblade.
Oh, he's absolutely right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and he just lost his mind over how much he just loves the music from Xenoblade.
Oh, it's incredible.
And that's when I talked to him. I said, yeah, I got an entire talk about the evolution of music.
That's why it sucks that there's only like 13 tracks in Smash Bros from Xenoblade.
Yeah.
But I mean, he posted the soundtrack, and I was like, wow, it's versatile because it's got that sweeping.
Yeah,
that game is like 400 hours of gameplay or something.
What?
Oh, it's
Seriously?
immense because if you
And it's on Switch.
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's why you guys got the Switch.
No, it's not.
Xenoblade.
No, Xenoblade 2 is why I got this
Yeah.
one.
Oh, sorry. He was talking about Xenoblade.
Yeah.
But I mean, okay.
Yeah, but if you think about, I mean, the whole thing takes place on the dead bodies of these two gods who died in combat, locked in combat.
Right.
And you start at the foot of the Bionis, which is the living god, and you're getting attacked by these friggin' robots, and the only thing that can hurt him is this one sword that your guy, it finds out, like, you know, is being fated because he can actually use it. But then you as you work your way over all the different organs and body parts of the Bionis, eventually you get to the tech god, the Mechanis. And so, of course, the music's got to be completely different.
Yeah. And it's amazing.
Yes. And it's going to be different when you're Ryan versus...
Fiora.
No.
Ricky.
Right now, I'm just doing some setup.
Ricky is
here, Chad.
amazing.
Love that game.
Doing some setup here.
I don't think the second one was nearly as good.
Well,
this time-
X came between the two of them. It had nothing to do with it. They just slapped a title on it.
Yeah.
And then 2's... It's entertaining. It's a little lighter.
It's also very different.
Yeah.
I preferred Xenoblade 1 because it was like just on that line of dark.
Yeah, but had such a great story.
It
and
did.
You could just
Because it had a great hook
days. Yeah.
with the Monado.
Yeah, with the
but
Monado.
then with 2, there's nothing that makes your character like...
Is anybody in chat playing Xenoblade Chronicles? I'd be curious.
Came out a while ago, though.
Was that the first guy? The bearded mech guy that was
to
impossible
wield the Monado?
No.
Or what?
Zord, the big fat...
Oh,
that was him, right? Zord?
I think so.
The first guy you can actually fight with the Monado.
Yeah.
Because the first one you fight, you can't actually...
The dude at the bottom of the mine?
The dude at the bottom of the
I
mine.
hate that fight.
Oh. But his voice was so good. Oh,
It
it
was.
still gives you chills a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I hated that guy. Yeah, that game was so amazing.
Did we ever actually finish it?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, so you did finish it?
Oh, yeah, the first
I
one.
didn't realize you. I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, you finished the first one. You haven't finished the second one.
No, it's slow going on the second. I just don't have time. And listen, Nintendo, if you can make the battery life a little longer on the Switch,
Yeah.
we'd appreciate it. Oh, you know what? The first one went to the 3DS. It didn't go to the
Yeah.
Switch. That's what it was.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And it's weird in 3D on that thing. Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's before these glasses. So,
Let's see.
Still a great game.
but you've been playing the crap out of Fire Emblem too,
Well, I did. And then Mom got it.
right? Well, you can
And then
still,
I taught Mom how to play.
you can steal the Switch back when she's not playing it.
Again.
All right.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses
I have a pin.
is the new one.
It's from the-
Speaking of new games, I mean, we'll be getting back to the Destiny chat. Have you guys heard the hype or seen any of the gameplay from the Blair
Border-
Witch
Uh,
video game?
so yes,
That looks freaking
I
terrifying.
thought you were going for Borderlands 3 because that's
Oh,
the
the
one
Borderlands 3 game.
everybody
does
is losing their minds over right now. But
Yeah,
the Blair Witch looks yeah.
that looks terrifying. That looks absolutely terrifying.
Don't do anything to the dog. You know how that goes.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I've seen I know one of my horror game YouTubers has early access to it, unless it's out. I think it's early access.
Lulu is playing it right now.
Yeah.
See, now she's playing Man of Medan.
Oh, that's right, Man of Medan.
We
Yeah,
need to play that.
I know.
I've heard. Yeah, and
It's Until Dawn multiplayer, and I love it.
Is it on PlayStation?
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it made by the same
may
studio
have
that
to
did
do
Until
it.
Dawn?
It might be.
It looks like it's
very
got-
similar.
Yeah, it looks like it. I didn't realize how many good actors they got.
Yeah, for
in
Until Dawn? Yeah.
I mean, they got Brett Dalton from
Hayden
Agents of
Panettiere.
S.H.I.E.L.D. They got what?
Hayden Panettiere.
Hayden Panettiere, and
Heroes?
then
Yeah.
and he just won an Oscar He played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. He's in Mr. Robot.
I remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Ramin?
Rami Bakar.
Him.
Yeah, that dude.
He's going to be the bad guy in the next Bond movie.
I'm ready. I'm there. Okay, so chat, we're going to make our part 2 episode right now. We're going to just go ahead and come in with the introduction.
Quack, quack, quack.
We're not going to do the opening where we have the stream starting soon. We're just going to jump right in.
We're going to start with what we've done since the last episode.
We'll make sure.
I've gotten the other 2 sets of solstice armor.
I'm now
Iron Banner armor.
I just picked up Unbroken.
I just picked up a Reckoner.
Yeah.
I just picked up Blacksmith.
I'm now writing. I'm writing narrative now for Bungie.
There's too many raids in the Blacksmith title for some reason.
All right.
Doesn't make any sense.
There's only one raid.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Which one?
Scourge.
You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Hang on. Here we go. Oh shit! I just remembered something I wanted to do. Damn it! I forgot to do it. We'll try this
Hey,
again.
Chet, how's it going?
The only one in Blacksmith is Scourge.
But you have to do it 5 times, right?
Something like that.
All right.
There's a bunch of different requirements for
We're
it.
gonna try one more time.
That's all it is.
I need to get Chronicler.
Yes, you do.
All right. Are we ready to go?
I need to get better. I need to get better lore.
And you'll see why I wanted to do this first. Okay, so chat, here we go, part 2. What do you mean it's not working? Damn it. Hang on. Check, mic check. Oh, because I turned it down.
Jurassic Destiny.
Derp. Okay, ready? We are pro streamers, everybody. Here we go. We're right now, we're black. Okay.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. Here we go.
Racist.
I knew it.
Take 4.
I didn't want to say anything.
We love you guys. We love you, chat. I put us back in here. We love you, chat. Okay, we're going to get this. We're going to do this right. Here we go.
This is Brandon O'Neill, the voice actor of Uldren Sov and Eyes Up Guardian. You're listening to Happy Hour from the Tower.
Warlocks, Hunters, Titans, and all the ships at sea. It's time for the ever so professional, the always professional, always on track, always one take only podcast, Happy Hour from the Tower, and I'm your host, T. Morris.
Hold on back there!
I'm telling you, I have to strap in every time I get on mic with these guys. And sitting over to my left.
What's up, Brandon O'Neill? I'm Nick Kelly.
If the light really is with you, send the hive back to hell.
There you go. Yes. That's our girl.
Stacey Jones.
That's our girl. And sitting across from me.
I'm Brandon Kelly.
That's it. Now I'm pissed.
I miss him.
Yeah.
God, I miss him. Nice work, Nolan North. Nice work to round out such a fantastic character. Such a fantastic character. So anyway, we are back here for part 2 of our discussion on Shadowkeep. For those of you who are watching the stream live, you know that we are basically really just going all in. Just going all in and just talking about Shadowkeep. Yeah. So just so you know, Memory, we interviewed Brandon O'Neill. He was an absolute delight. And he's on Team Aldrin, he says. But yeah, he was a joy to have on a show.
So good.
He had us in stitches. So anyway, so we're picking up where we left off. We just finished talking a little bit about what's coming down the pike. We're talking about the big changes. We're talking about the director's cuts. And then during all of this, Memory asked about armor elements. Can we talk about armor elements? The elemental tied weapon perks were controversial for the player base, but I like what it may do for building diversity. Thoughts? So
You have no idea what that means.
I have no idea what that means. I just know that the armor is now going to be like super really easy to customize.
Not easy, but
Well, not easy, but you know what I mean. It's
super customizable.
Yes.
So he
just went
typed
into
out the list.
Yes.
I didn't have those memorized, but
Hey.
I got the gist of it.
external. He is on it.
He is.
All right, so read. I can't see what you guys are.
So
looking at.
so every armor piece has their energy as a specific element.
Yes.
Which only certain mods can be applied to certain elements.
That's correct. Yep.
So some of them are, weapon based according to.
That armor mod will.
Yeah. So
impact
for arc,
weapons of that element. So it's the elemental affinity is what it's called in the.
Yeah. And for arc, you have any mod that involves bows, pulse rifles, shotguns, machine guns, and swords. For solar, you have SMGs, assault auto rifles, fusion rifles, linear fusion rifles, and rockets. And then for void, you have sidearms, hand cannons, scout rifles, snipers, grenade launchers. So those are.
I don't like that.
Yep.
As a solar hand cannon guy, I don't like that.
No, that's not what they do.
No, I'm just saying.
Element doesn't matter for the weapon.
Okay.
If the armor is void, then you can put any mod that involves a hand cannon on that piece of armor.
Got it. Because armor pieces right now don't have an elemental affinity.
No, they do not.
They have
some
masterworked damage resistance, but it
and
barely does anything.
Some armor does have element perks, but that's
it.
They're pretty random. But the new armor, the way I understand it, the new armor mods and armor 2.0 approach, it's going to take that to the next level.
Yeah. So you have, instead of 5 points for a masterwork, it's 10, which is, it's not actually masterwork, but it's the simplest way of putting it.
Right.
Where you have slots for different mods. So like you can have, so there's neutral ones.
Right.
So you can have a certain mod, but it takes up 4 energy.
Right.
And you can't stack that mod on the same piece of armor. And if you can, it'll tell you, like, you can easily do that. So if you want, like, hand cannon targeting and hand cannon, I think, reserves, maybe, then you can put those 2 on as long as they are less than 10 total.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We're all going to understand the crap out of it as soon as we get, as soon as we're in the UI and we're playing with it. We'll be like,
I mean,
and all the appearance stuff is on a different tab, too.
Yeah.
And you can change it to any legendary piece. You can change to whatever Eververse set you have.
Yep.
So, but right now, the only armor you can do that with is going to be your Solstice armor.
Yes, that's the first 2.0 armor.
And then everything else that drops afterward will be armor 2.0.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Nick, what else did you have about armor 2.0?
So, just some stuff on how it ties to seasons.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to get to that first, but I will.
Hey, look! Right now,
I'll be fluid.
Now, you are running the fire team. You are in charge of the fire team.
Promoted to fire team leader.
You're the fire team leader.
Okay. So Sparrow Racing League.
So if you want to wait and talk about armor elements, I just wanted to lead with that since
that was the question.
Since external brought it in, so I just wanted to go ahead and say, if you would rather talk about something else, we can get to armor later.
So let me get to something that Brandon just said about the armor, which is that it's the best buff that they don't stack. So what I want to get into first, I want to get into rebalancing.
Okay.
AKA a lot of stuff's getting nerfed and people are not going to be happy about it. But you know what? You're also not happy that stuff's overpowered right now too. So make up your mind.
Make up your minds.
Right?
Yep.
They can't all be exactly the same. There's no level playing field. It's just a life lesson.
Yeah, just look at the Crucible.
Oh, jeez.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay, so
all right. So here's the deal. So thank you, Team Velveeta, which we talked about last episode. It's the internal team that tries to cheese everything, and the fact that if you get the right combination of items and or buffs that you can do, you can torch
you could one-shot Riven.
You could one-shot Riven, which obviously was not the way that Riven was designed, and so that there's some rebalancing that's coming to the game, and I'm going to talk about a couple of them, and by all means, feel free to chime in. And if you go, well, that sucks, that's fine. You can chime in with that too. I don't care. So no more stacking of buffs or debuffs. Only the most powerful of those will be applied. So you can't have everybody debuff the same thing on a boss to all of a sudden do a crap ton more damage.
So you can only have one melting point.
As opposed to multiple ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Which wasn't a thing before anyway. So.
Okay, but it's more than multiple buffs for the damage and the recharging supers and all that. So just know that you only get the one, and that it's gonna probably drop down how many people can do 99999 damage to anything.
Just
right?
Golden Gun Nighthawk.
Right. Super damage is coming down across the board.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Heavy ammo, which we talked about this a little bit. So heavy ammo becomes communal again. So other players on your team, fire team, can actually still pick it up also.
Oh, so unlike
primary and special ammo will drop the same way it has.
Right.
Like only you can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But if you see a heavy ammo brick, everyone will see it as well.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, that'll be nice. That'll be nice.
Okay, so those are a couple of things. Now they are test and playlists in Crucible. You will have the playlists for 4v4 and 6v6. We'll go through Mayhem, Lockdown, Supremacy, etc., on the rotation as normal.
Right.
But they are testing out some 3x3 variations in the sandbox, including elimination.
So trials.
They're not allowed to call it trials.
It is trials,
But
though.
everybody has an expectation when you call it trials.
Right.
Okay, but that's... What's your thoughts on that? You guys do more Crucible than I do.
If things are balanced, I'm excited.
Yeah, I didn't really... I only played Trials once or twice.
I'm just... The system they have for Crucible right now can be vastly improved upon.
Well, I mean, yeah.
So, I think what they're doing is...
They've been struggling with that since D2 dropped, yeah.
Yep, it's a good call.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just some of the... Not specific to Crucible, but some of the rebalancing stuff that's coming.
Right.
Okay.
It's not as bad as I thought it was.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Yeah, nothing's as bad as you think it is. I don't know what's going on right now with you. Let's get into...
He's having a day. He's having a day. Come on.
My hull is in 108 pieces.
Give the boys...
Decks 1 through 20
Give the
are
young
buried,
animal.
and my coolant system...
I am a mess.
But we still love you, Brandon. Okay, go ahead.
Ugh, humans.
Love you, Joy.
All right, we talked about cross save already, and the migration to PC for some folks and staying on the platform for the social aspect with others. Okay, there's going to be an evolution of difficulty systems, and that's going to start with Nightfall Strikes. They're going to be the first activity that has a tiered difficulty system and corresponding reward level.
So it means then we might actually get Nightfalls that were closer to D1. Like the ones that you and I would grind. I mean, do you remember some of those D1 Nightfalls? I remember one Mars D1 Nightfall in particular, where we started it at 10 o'clock and we were like, we'll be done in an hour. 2 a.m. and the three of us are still grinding through this thing, and we finished it. And then I remember, it was like a follow them to glory moment. You were just like, I'm done. And then you were out.
The one example they had, I think it was the Vex. The
Inverted Spire.
No, I don't remember what the numbers are on it, but basically, there's a.
Oh, the Gate Lord.
Yeah, so there were.
That's not a Nightfall.
Well, Nightfall's going to be the first thing that gets it. That's
Okay.
all I'm telling you. That was what I read.
Right.
Beyond Shadowkeep, by the way, Season 9 is going to be Season of Dawn.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
I
Yeah, I
did not
remember
know
reading.
that.
I remember reading about that. I remember the first. This new season is called Season of the Undying.
Yeah, that's no secret.
And then Season
Right.
of Dawn is the new one.
Right. Now, there will be 4 seasons in year 3. Right. There were only 3 in year 2.
In this one.
Yes. The difference is you don't have to pay up front for the whole year.
Right.
You can buy them a la carte.
Yeah, you can buy them a la carte.
Right.
So if you look at what's coming for Season of Dawn, it'd be like if you said, well, I'm not that big on Gambit, so I'm going to sit that out.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right. Or
actually
universally,
quite
everybody's panning Mercury, so
Yep.
just don't pay
Yep.
your $10.
There you go.
You can still buy the season pass. It gives you access to a seasonal matchmaking activity in the Black Garden.
Oh yeah.
Well, good thing I got that season pass.
That's our new Archon Forge-ish thing with the Vex, with the Kajillion Vex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now here's one of the things that's
Black
neat.
Garden is awesome. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So the actions,
Black Garden was pretty ball.
Yeah.
It was pretty ballin'. I loved it.
So it was described because we talked about the evolution of like some things can stay in the game and some things have to migrate out of the game. The way that they described it initially was that the things that you do in this next season create or impact the storyline for the season that goes after it.
So maybe the Allegiance quest will finally matter.
Maybe the Allegiance quest will finally matter. That is a great example, right?
Because that's another loose end.
But here's the thing. But it was the idea was that if you'll let's say you don't get season 9, let's say you go straight to season 10,
Right.
You'll still be able to do you still have access to the things that happened in Season 9 and to the items that are available in Season 9, but it's going to be a different experience. The thing that they said that they're going for is the whole you had to be there type of approach to each season.
Okay.
Weapons that are critical to the meta will not be locked. They will be available between 1 and 6 months down the line. So if you miss out on something in a season, you'll be able to get it later, but
later.
Right.
Okay. So now here's an interesting thing about evolving your character. So there are 2 new, what they call predictable reward pursuits, right? So not random. The first we're going to talk about is the seasonal artifact.
Yep.
It was Eye of the Gate Lord is the one we're all getting.
Lord's Eye.
That's the new one.
Okay, so now this is free to all players, and it's the only way that you can actually get above 950. Am I right?
950.
Okay.
Right.
So it allows you to unlock additional mods that you can socket into your armor. You earn XP through doing the stuff you do all the time to level up your artifact. It's called the Power of the Artifact. That's what that grind is called. The artifact perks can change per season, so you can have different play styles. And then seasonal artifacts and mods go away at the end of each season. Okay.
Okay.
So if you don't,
So basically, the artifact has a shelf life, and it only lasts for that particular season. And then when the new season comes in, you'll still have it. It just won't have the same kind of oomph as the new shiny.
you won't be able to then continually level the power level of the artifact.
And I'm assuming that they're giving everybody the first one as like
Yeah,
this is what it is, and here's what you got to know. The second season's coming, or be like, well, you're gonna have to earn the.
Quite possibly, right? So this is if you look at how did we do this before? We all got the chalice.
Yeah.
So in that it's kind of tying that type of approach into the armor 2.0.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually quite cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Once you get a chance to screw with it,
I wasn't quite sure about the chalice, and then when I started playing around with it, I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then when I completed it, I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic.
Now this is let's cover this, and then we can get into a break, and then we can do some other stuff.
All right.
Okay. So season pass.
You're doing great though. You're doing great.
Season pass ranks.
Okay.
Okay. So there's still items that are specific for the we play all the time people. But there's a lot of stuff that's available for just I'm a dad and I have a job and I only get to play a couple hours a week.
And you're on the road, yeah.
Right,
exactly.
Right. Okay, so bounty strikes, weekly challenges, all those other things still exist for the casual gamers. You can get up to a season rank of 100 per season. Okay.
Visually, just so you can think about it, it looks like a battle pass.
Oh yeah. I did notice that. It's not, but it really looks a lot like the battle pass from Fortnite. Yeah, I noticed that. First off. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
I've seen that before. But yeah, it does look something similar.
Yes. So, there are 2 different tracks to get to that rank. There's a free and there's a premium.
Right.
Okay. So we all understand that. So, there are some things that are specifically only available through premium, but they're mostly just like ornaments. Okay. So there's a ship, there's an emote.
I heard
there's a finisher.
Emote where they make you look like Keanu Reeves from John Wick. I'm just saying.
Not Johnny Silverhand.
No.
But to give you an idea, like some of the things that are on here that we'll talk about after the break are you get the same thing at rank 35.
Okay.
Out of 100 in the free.
Right.
Or rank 1 out of the premium.
Right.
To give you an like it's
one of the hand cannons.
You got to grind up for it if you're going to do it for free. But if you do premium, it's like, well, we're gonna because you're paying for it. It's not necessarily pay to play.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm okay for.
It's not pay to win either, because anything that is usable, that's not cosmetic only, is acquirable through the free pass.
Now with the note that there is the ability.
It's just a harder grind.
There is the ability to
longer grind. I should say.
To buy your ranks.
But say that again.
There is the ability to pay.
Right.
And rank up, but only realistically the last 2 or 3 weeks in a season.
Right.
So they're not going to.
So it's almost like it's almost like you're paying for catch up.
Yeah.
Like, well, a good example would be like when Pip and I were, I was doing just fine in my progress in the game, and then we had 2 weekends back to back. We had 2 weekends where first one we were at Gen Con, next one we were at the Key City Steampunk Festival, and that cut into my playing time dramatically. And so for something like, for people who are on the road, like Nick, and in some cases like me, that would be a nice little shortcut if we can take that. But that also, but you're also still kind of scrambling because, yeah, you can get the new shiny and it'll look real nice, but doesn't necessarily mean you know how it works.
Yeah.
And so
there'll be people at rank 100 in the first week.
Oh, probably.
Because they didn't pay.
Right. It's because they get on at 8 in the morning, they get off at 5 in the afternoon, and that's the way they play.
Yeah.
External memory says, I do love the fact that you can preview everything you'll get at every rank up at the start of the season. Like we used to be able to see the seasonal EV stuff all up front.
Yep.
Yeah, that was nice.
I did not like the best of year 1 stuff.
I was kind of disappointed.
It was nice to get stuff again.
Yeah.
But the fact that you had to buy anything you wanted from the Season of Opulence Eververse
that kind
store.
Of sucked. That kind of sucked. Yeah, I gotta admit, I thought that was a bit of a downer.
Yeah.
The other aspect is that there's base level, just like there's free and premium. There's base level versions of the armor, and then there's the best versions of the armor.
Right.
And so the base level will be available to everybody. The best will be you have to do the premium ranks. So
sure.
You'll still have the item.
I mean, that makes sense.
What does it do? Like, what's the difference?
Just probably their
I'm assuming
power of the
more,
mods or the number of mods.
Power mods, more perks, things like that.
All right.
Real quick, we didn't necessarily touch on that. What did you think of the Solstice armor once you got it all? I mean,
it was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty breathtaking. I thought it was really breathtaking. And
what elemental mod did you put on yours?
Because I was
currently I have Void.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not buy all 3.
I did.
Because I just didn't have the cash for it. But I went on ahead and because I was using solar most of the time, I was like running wells and things like that.
If I'm wearing my Celestial Nighthawk, I put on solar because when you're supercharged with that exotic, the eyes glow.
Ooh,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's very
so it
cool.
fits in.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I've got solar on mine, and it just looks great. I really like. I miss Chroma. I miss that so much from D1. Whenever they give us just a little touch of chroma, I'm just like, oh, let's bring a little more. Come on, just a little more.
I have the. I already had it. No, I bought them last night. It was the gauntlets with the. Oh shoot, what is it?
I thought the only gauntlets you wore were feedback fins.
They are, but I bought the ornament because it's a Siva looking ornament.
Right. I know the one you're talking about.
Something enhance replicate.
Yeah.
Oh, flex enhance
replicate. Yeah, not consume
for
enhance replicate.
It's not Centoseps. Is it?
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Just so I could put it on there. You have it.
But they're going to bury him. They're going to bury him, Chet, in those feedback.
Dude,
fences.
when we were grinding for the armor, I'm like, oh, I'm getting killed so much right now, and he's like, yeah, things are punching you in there, actually not dying. I'm like, that's right. So, I can't wait. I'm excited.
All right. So.
Level 950 feedback fence. It's the ACD0 feedback fence. If you guys don't know what it is,
it'll happen.
It's a set of Titan armor that you charge up by punching things, and then when other things melee attack you, it releases those charges and kills them. There have been many Thrall who have died trying to kill me from behind.
Many Thralls have died trying to take down this Titan.
That's correct. Oh, Thrall mine. So
what else have you got for us?
I've got 3 more things, but if you think it's time to take a break, we can take a break.
No, we're still good. We're still good. Just, pick one of those things to cover. And since we're talking about armor, maybe armor elements might be the best thing, and then we'll segue to break.
Already talked about armor elements.
Oh, we already talked about it. Never mind. So just pick one element, pick one thing to talk about, and after we finish up with that, then we'll take a break.
I don't want to. No, okay, let's do this. Let's talk about finishers.
Yes.
Yep. So finishers, yes. I'm kind of on the fence about finishers. I think I think they look cool. I do
that's
think
the
they
point.
Look cool, but the problem is they use super energy to it takes up half of your super energy.
Why is that a problem?
I am not really keen.
It depends on.
Here's the barrier. Do you think they use super energy to use them?
That's the way I understood it.
It's not.
Oh, okay. Then educate me. What
you can finish any enemy,
right?
If they have there's like a dot above their head.
Okay.
When they're at low enough health,
you
can
punch in Sims.
Yeah. Or you can roundhouse kick an ogre.
You can.
Oh, I like the idea of roundhouse kicking an ogre.
Oh, did you see that in the trailer from Gamescom? We're gonna have to watch that at the break.
So that's you're lost there. And a perk for the artifact for this season.
Okay.
Is using a finisher drops a heavy ammo brick for your entire team, but it costs half your super energy.
Oh wow, okay.
So using a finisher doesn't cost anything.
Okay.
Normally.
All right.
It depends on which
what
thing you have
mods.
slotted in,
Yeah.
which mod you have slotted in the artifact.
Oh.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Mhm.
I did not realize that. Because when I was like, okay, that's kind of a cool thing to do, the finisher. But then when they said, yeah, it's going to cost you super energy, I'm like, wait a minute, do I really want to do that? Now it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
like, okay,
So
never
Because
mind.
you're rewarded for it.
Yeah, but that's a different finisher than the Assassin's Cowl.
It is.
Right.
But that was a mod, and the Assassin's Cowl is an exotic helmet.
That's true.
Which looks amazing.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah. So the
I take it
Assassin's-
it's a hunter's exotic?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's called Assassin's Cowl.
Yeah, of
But
course.
that's
Yeah.
but that has something if you use a finisher with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you use a finisher or melee kill a guardian, you get a health boost, like gain health back, and then go invisible.
Yep.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
And it gives you +10 to your leap of faith.
Mm-hmm.
No, sorry. Wrong game.
And it
Wrong
has
game.
a
Wrong
very
game, buddy.
it has
Wrong
a
game.
very Dreaming City look to it.
It does.
Like a Woken.
It's like a dreamy Matt Mercer look,
It's
but
like
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like neon blue lines down your face.
Yeah, you have
Well,
to see it.
Externals already said I'm running bad juju with the heavy ammo finisher for sure.
I like it. Sounds good.
Well, so the finishers. I'm just curious. Did they say exactly how many finishers there's going to be? I mean, or is it because I know that there's one where I know there's a finisher where the Titan or is it, wait, am
Okay,
I-
so we've seen 4.
yeah,
2 were for the Titan,
yeah.
and then
I thought there were 9 total. I thought it was
I think
per class?
that's what it is. So because Deej was talking, and I think something got lost in translation during that.
because
he
they
was
were
like,
in Germany.
well, no, what? They were in Germany?
That's where Gamescom is.
I didn't know that. But no, they were talking. They were just talking, and then he said there's going to be 3 finishers per class. That's what I got out of it. I think that's what he's saying.
Okay.
We've seen a roundhouse kick from a Titan.
Right.
Amazing.
One punch and then a pullback and another punch.
Right.
A hunter knife spin.
Yeah,
And
I've
then
seen that one. Yeah,
the warlock pullback palm heel.
yeah.
So we've seen 4 so far.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for the rest.
As a guy who's already in the middle of everything,
Yeah.
it only makes sense for me. To
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is going to be. This
Well,
is
I
just-
can
But
see.
you're
I can
not
see you rocking the-
invulnerable during them.
I can see the one. I can
yeah, you're
see,
not invulnerable when you're throwing your finisher.
Yeah.
But I can see you doing the one where you like look at your fist and you're like, yeah, this will do. Bam. You know. It's just
We were gonna write that with you and the servitor for the public event, where you come from orbit.
We could do that. I'm not a
like
oh
Jason
my
and Jason
God.
X. I remember that.
That server's
Oh,
back
God.
again.
Jason
Which,
X.
no, Omnigul is back again.
Oh no.
You know about Omnigul,
This
right?
is, actually, this
Yeah,
is a brand
yeah.
new server. Oh, that was the poll I wanted to give to chat, but we didn't write it up.
What was that?
The most annoying witch, Omnigul, Nokris, or the one that splits in 2 in the European
The
area.
Broodhold.
The Brood.
Oh, the Broodhold. Yeah, yeah.
Was it Iriol?
Dur Iracola something or other.
I have
Yeah.
no idea.
Diet Iracola.
Diet Cola. Let's just call it Diet Cola. Okay, so
Diet Omnigul.
Omnigul,
D-
Nokris, or the
Brood Queen.
Omnigul, Nokris, or the Brood Queen.
Yes, there you go,
All right.
chat.
Which one do you think? Which one do you think, chat? That is our
That's,
poll.
no, that's our Twitter poll.
That's
I know.
our-
We
need
are
to-
putting
need
that
to-
up.
All right, somebody figure out how
Dual
to do it.
Dual
Inkaru.
Inkaru, I knew it.
Dual
I-
Inkaru.
I thought it was someone else.
Like we said, Diet Cola.
Right.
So okay.
Duel at 40 paces.
There we go.
First
All right.
in, last out.
So when we get back,
Philo, you learned.
whoop, wrong one.
Yep.
So when we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more about
Season of the Undying
Season of the Undying. That is what's coming up next.
and New Life.
Yeah, we're going to talk
And
about
New
all
Life.
this stuff. It's part 2 of our Shadowkeep show right after this break. And we're clear. Okay.
All right, are you doing the Twitter poll?
I can.
Why don't you go ahead and do the Twitter?
You do that. You watch the short video from Gamescom, so you could see the
Right now?
the back kick from the Titan.
Just watch it right now. All right. Well, let me go ahead. Where would I find that?
It just look Destiny 2 Gamescom, and then it'll.
Okay.
It's a really super short interview.
Okay, Destiny 2.
I'm sorry, I'm piloting these guys right now. I apologize, chat.
Calm or calm?
Calm.
Calm. And then that's it?
Yeah.
Destiny 2 Gamescom. All right. 2019.
Yes. Not whatever they're leaking out of PAX West.
Right.
This time.
Shadowkeep, guys. It's the 4-minute one or the.
exactly. Just you don't have to watch the whole thing.
All right. So forgive me, Chad. I just gotta watch this. Okay?
Hello there. Are you sleeping on a Nectar mattress, or are you sleeping on a piece of garbage? Not sure?
Not stores.
Please tell us absolutely everything in excruciating detail. I don't think anyone will mind.
All right, everyone sit down. We're going to half an hour. No. We'll start with finishers are very simply another element of the combat, another tool that you'll be able to take into Destiny combat that lets you finish off an enemy with a flourish when they're at low health. So you're going to see them get this kind of glow and a dot pair of their head, and you're going to rush in by hitting the finisher button, and you're just going to eliminate them right away.
Look at the style.
It's awesome.
That
It feels
is
super
amazing.
great, very satisfying.
Yeah, and so I see there's one there's one for a hunter, one for a warlock, one for a titan. Is there one for every subclass as well within that?
There's different class-oriented finishers, and everyone, when Destiny 2 Shadowkeep launches, will get all 3 of those finishers.
Ooh, very exciting. And what I'm noticing here is while we're playing, obviously we're cutting through a lot of footage here, but it doesn't seem like there's any cooldown between finishers either. You can kind of can you rampage through and just finish?
Oh yeah, you can rampage.
Okay.
However, there are more things you can do with finishers aside from just eliminating the enemy.
Yes.
With Armor 2.0, we're taking a lot of customization and RPG elements and inserting them into the action game.
Okay.
So once you start digging that system, more things become possible with finishers. All of a sudden, you can say, hey, I'm going to take my artifact, I'm going to earn one of these mods at the end.
Yeah.
It's a collectible now, it's not a consumable. And that one right there, probably my favorite one, if you finish an enemy with that mod equipped, you will spawn.
I was gonna say I could see you so rocking this Dreamsbane cloak.
Oh yeah,
that's good. That's just, they should just called it Brandon's cloak. They should have called it Brandon's cloak from day one.
Memory of Brandon cloak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A heavy ammo brick.
Yeah. This relic of ancient trauma is bound by hive magic, like new bandage on an old scar.
For your entire fire team.
Good.
Wow, that's incredible.
But it will cost half of your super.
Oh, okay, that's a heavy cost as well.
Don't get everything for free in life. There's always a catch.
And imagine doing that in the raid, though.
Assassin's Cowl.
Well, see, this is the thing. Now we don't have heavy ammo synths. We're creeping back in. I'm a big fan of that.
Wait, Nightmare Hunt? Do you have notes on a Nightmare Hunt?
No. I don't know what it is yet.
We talked about it at the beach.
Is it like the Shattered Throne?
No.
Oh, all right then.
It's like it's a strike, but it's only there so that you can hunt down a specific nightmare.
Ooh.
Like that one that they're showing is the Gate Lord that you kill to prove Uldren that you're worthy of the Queen.
Right. Okay.
Hold on. Let me write this down.
Okay.
And yeah, combat mods that sounds like a really good way to, if you want to spice up your gameplay a little bit, you can add a combat mod in instead. Maybe sacrifice a bit more utility, maybe be less selfish is what I'm thinking.
And yeah, these are the tiers of difficulty. Adept, Hero, Legend. Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, there's totally selfish ones too.
Oh, okay, go on.
There's ones that will recharge your health. There's the exotic, the Assassin's Cowl that will make you go invisible. So a lot of play styles open up when you start looking to finisher mods and putting them around.
Wow, and it just seems like the whole system is really just gearing towards personalization of your character. Which is
we're opening up a whole new world of options that let you build the perfect monster killing machine, as we've been saying in the studio.
Delicious.
So if you have a Guardian, or if you have yet to create a Guardian, you can create a hero for this game that is really a reflection of who you are. It fights the way you want to fight. It looks the way you want to look. We even just took a look at some of the different options that we have in the game for selecting your difficulty, so that you can go in and you can play Destiny exactly the way you want to play it. You can earn extra rewards for taking bigger risk. If you stand toe-to-toe with your enemies and you use a finishing move, you can, what were some of the things we were talking about before? You can
charge your health, you can go invisible, you can spawn ammunition for you and your team, more beyond that.
And that doesn't come without risk, does it? Are you invulnerable when you do these
You are
moves?
not.
You are not invulnerable. So when you've got that
that
one guy on your fire team who just can't help himself and has to do a finishing move, and then he dies, and you're just, thanks for ruining my flawless run.
Well, it's exciting. You see that glow across the battlefield, and like, if I get that guy, I can get that rocket, I need it. And so you rush across, and
Can
it's
you
a
do it
risk
on
reward.
the really big bosses?
You can't do it on the really big bosses.
Okay. I'll accept
You can do it on everything below.
But speaking of personalization, you also hit a
I just
talk
gotta say
about...
this real quick. I think I have a crush on the brunette. I really do. I have a crush on the brunette. She is.
She used to stream in costume.
Oh, what? And like in costume, like a Destiny costume?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool.
What players can do to turn that personal challenge up to 11. Deej, can you tell us the secret to creating the elitist of elite guardians?
I think it's really about making sure that it fits.
Okay, so far I haven't seen the sidekick one. Did I miss it?
No, keep going.
Okay.
No,
it's the way you like
a
to.
different trailer.
All right, well, hold on.
Oh, now you tell me.
All right, listen to what he has to say.
Okay.
fight. So if you're the type of player that likes to get up close and personal with the punching, if you got that Titan sensibility about yourself, exactly. Finishing moves are going to be exactly the thing that you're going to want to do. If you like to hang back, if you're the sniper, if you're not really into the risk-reward thing, the nice thing is that some of these benefits are shareable across the team.
Nice.
So somebody who rushes in and does a finishing move could drop heavy ammo on the floor to share with their friends. So that Destiny's all about teamwork. It's all about playing with the other people that are on your fire team, getting to know your friends and the way they play. The way you play really complements the way they play. That's the ultimate team right there.
I feel like Leah seems to be really judgmental. I don't think I'm quite up to the challenge. But what do you guys think? Does that sound pretty ace? You big Destiny fans? Right, that's what we want to hear. So I suppose most importantly, we need to find out when can they get their hands on Shadowkeep.
Okay, so they're about to wrap that up. Okay, so Brandon, you're saying it wasn't the right trailer I'm on?
Yeah, whatever starts with the hive, like the thrall running, but their shadows are the only visible thing.
Okay, well, there's the Season of Undying official story trailer.
No, that's the Vex.
It's at Gamescom.
That should be the Vex, though. Season of the Undying is Vex.
Then Shadowkeep official trailer, Gamescom 2019.
I think that one was it.
Okay. Let me just check back in with chat.
When I started streaming, I had no idea how far we'd go.
Yeah, me neither. All right, so let me just poke in something. Doing car. Okay. So thanks everybody. We're right now we're just we're
trying to show T one thing.
Yeah, we're just trying to show me one thing, and then we'll get back to the second half of the show. So give us a second here. All right. Alrighty. Okay.
Something wicked has awakened. Nightmares plague our galaxy. Your past confronts you, Guardian.
Put an end to it.
Haven't seen darkness. Not yet. A great battle approaches.
Look at this. Look at this, everybody. Look at that.
Moon's haunted, motherfuckers.
Moon is haunted.
All right, everybody.
So we were driving to the beach, and he was watching it, and I couldn't watch it. I could only listen to it.
You're right.
And I heard, the first thing you hear Omna going, God. The first thing. And then it gets to the, was it the Monte Carlo that he's firing
Monte
there?
Carlo.
And you're just like, God damn, that gun sounds amazing. And then, of course, then he goes, yeah, you're gonna want to see this. So there's a little spinning back kick, and you're like,
the spin kick. Yeah, that was balling.
Finishing moves are gonna be great.
I can't wait to see some of the finishing moves for the Warlocks. That's gonna be awesome. All right.
That's it for the Hunters.
Oh, the Hunters is ridiculous. Okay. All right. So let's get us back in.
The Warlock are like shake hands, meditate with you.
You can stop. You can stop right now.
They just shake the hands. Just wham.
Crisscross applesauce.
Titan's like picking a nose, rubbing the booger on the guy, and then punching him. That's
right.
That's. Are we done? Are we done yet? I think we're done. Here we go. And. We are back with the second half of Happy Hour from the Tower. I'm T.
I'm Nick.
I'm Brandon.
And this is part two.
Part two of episode 2 of show 2 of Osiris of Shadowkeep.
We are so pleased that you're here.
Stop, no.
We are so pleased. I can't see anything, so you just have to explain to me everything. Why don't you start?
We
Mr. Kelly?
we talked last episode about the fact that one of the gambits potentially would be going away.
Right.
Would anybody be heartbroken if they if Mercury went away instead. Like,
You know what? I would not cry my beer.
how many times I've done that stupid
those-
public event?
Those strikes suck too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And they take forever.
They do.
I'm not a big. The only thing that I have ever liked, I've ever truly said, I really want to do this in Mercury, was the Haunted Forest.
The Haunted Forest was a blast.
Scared the crap out of
But
me.
we
back
don't
in
need
that.
it anymore because
No,
we
don't.
have a horror movie.
We do.
Because the moon's haunted. Because the moon's haunted.
If the Halloween event is not on the moon,
Oh, that's a
I'm
missed
gonna be
opportunity.
so mad.
That's
riot.
a missed opportunity.
We
yeah,
riot.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't say no at all if they scrapped Mercury.
yeah.
Something
we didn't talk about was the moon is going to be available to everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like you can do the first mission.
I have it in my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do the first mission, and then it opens up as a patrol zone. You just can't continue if you don't own Shadowkeep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just think that's really neat.
It is neat. I think it just sounds like. And the funny thing is, one of the things I've been hearing, I shouldn't say it's funny. It's more about I don't know if that's totally true or not. But a lot of people are saying, well, this is because they're on their own now, and I'm like, do we really think that all this new cool stuff that's happening is because Activision kept saying to them, no, you can't do that?
I feel like it has something to do with it, or else they wouldn't keep bringing up the fact that they are now on their own.
That's true.
Because
I can see that.
Activision, I can tell you for a fact, did not want Destiny to be an MMO.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were the ones. I think they were the ones really pushing a lot of the PlayStation exclusive stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like we said, when they did that Vidoc, right, the first one when they were. And they're going to go, this is the first time we're on their own. And they, like, not so subtly show the video of Aldrin burning down the throne room.
Yeah,
They go,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think we see what you did there.
Yeah, I see what you did there. I saw what you did there. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like it feels like that they've been planning this kind of thing. You don't just say one day, yeah, we're going to do all this awesome stuff. I feel like that they had to have some kind of plan to get to Shadowkeep. Now, granted, they also had a plan at the end of D2 because we were talking about this before we went live, where when the light is passing through the solar system, you see Mercury, you see Mars, and you see the reef. So far that works up. But then they were supposed to go to the Dreadnought, but now instead we're going back to the moon.
It wouldn't make sense canonically if it went to the moon after the reef.
That's true. That's true. But again, but it just feels like
if Season of Dawn is on the Dreadnought. It wouldn't make any sense. It would not. But that would be amazing.
It would be great. I mean, I would love to see the return of the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what the point I'm getting at is that the moon just seems to be a real sudden departure. Everything just feels different from what's coming down the pipe.
Well,
maybe Season of Dawn is when we finally get the long rumored partnership with the Fallen.
Oh yeah, maybe there's a House of Dawn.
If the Fallen finally. Oh, a House of Dawn would be really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be.
Because think about it, the Fallen naming something after light.
Yeah.
Would definitely be
right.
All right, we're getting way too.
He just pulled the shoot on us.
I did.
Like,
yeah.
Harry, hold on. Yeah. Rein it in.
He's bringing it back for us.
Stay on target.
Okay.
Stay on target.
So Nick,
I had something I completely forgot.
Well, let's go.
So now they're way more accessible because they dropped Activision.
Right.
They're releasing New Light because now they don't have to profit for two companies.
Right.
They only have to go for Bungie, and I think that is a big deal as to why New Light isn't a thing that can happen.
Breach, kid.
So why don't we talk about New Light? What exactly is New Light? Let's go ahead. Let's bring everybody up to speed.
Okay, so October 1st we get Shadowkeep, and the corresponding season is the Season of the Undying.
Right.
Yes.
Right, which makes sense because we're fighting a bunch of nightmares from things that we've killed already, and they're not dying. So
because the moon's haunted.
If the Shield Bros aren't back, I'm gonna riot.
Oh my God,
Shield Bros. Or the again, the thing that can only be hurt by the curse. They're all
from the Court of Oryx.
From the Court of Oryx.
Yeah.
I remember that. No, good
Hold
times.
On. I just need a minute to. Archon's Forge. God, if we go back to
all those hours in the Archon's Forge, man.
So many hours of the
So many hours.
Okay, so
T, what are you doing? I was just going to go on a couple of patrols. Oh, you want to go to the Archon's Forge? Yeah, okay.
So there, yep. Okay, so New Light is a way for Destiny to bring a bunch of new players into the fold. It's free to play.
Yeah.
Okay, this can work. We've seen it save a company in Canada, right?
You guys are giving each other the the eye.
You want to play Warframe with us? It won't cost you anything.
I see where you're going with that. Okay.
'Kay.
Yeah, right.
So it's free to play. It includes all of D2 Year 1 plus the following things. And some of these I will talk about in more depth when we get to...
Because all of D2 Year 1 deserves to be free.
Ow.
Ow.
Sorry.
Okay, so you're right.
know
Some
it's
aloe
true.
for that bird?
You know it's true.
So-
I still enjoyed myself.
New Light, and again, think about the timing of the combination of things right here, which is cross save. So now it's a little easier to access all platforms, and
Right.
now New Light to
Right.
sort of build your pipeline of new players.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once you give them the carrot, right? First one's free.
First fix is free.
First one's free.
First
and then
fix
you go,
is free.
hey man, and it's only $10 for the next season.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm doing?
Oh
So
yeah.
make it easier than ever for people to get addicted to the game.
Right.
Okay, so here's what you can do if you have New Light. If you're new to the game, remember everybody's $750 across the board to start. Level cap's going to be $950. You get to patrol the moon. You get the opening mission of Shadowkeep. You get 2 new strikes.
Oh.
You get Crucible, including any changes, updates to Crucible over the season.
Stay out.
You get
for the first week at least.
The 2 returning maps that are currently in the sandbox, which we talked about, right? Widow's Court, Twilight Cap.
Yeah.
You get elimination mode in Crucible Labs.
Yep.
You get access to the Armor 2.0 system. You get the Eye of the Gate Lord seasonal artifact.
Yep.
You get the new finishers. 2 new pinnacle weapons, 1 for Gambit, 1 for Crucible.
Nice.
No strikes. No Vanguard.
Free seasonal rank rewards.
Okay.
The new hand cannon we'll talk about. 3 legendary armor sets. 2 legendary weapons. The best of year 2 engrams.
Oh, okay.
All right.
And then glimmer and upgrade modules.
So, Edge became me again. New Light. I thought you also ran the very first.
That's
do
how
it-
you begin.
That's how you begin.
Yeah.
Right.
The tutorial is
Right.
year
The
1.
tutorial
Yeah.
is basically year 1 mission.
The very
1,
first mission
the
of
very
Destiny.
first mission when you come to.
Yeah.
And you come to because you've been brought back to life by
Yeah,
your
because if you didn't play D1, the game makes no sense.
Right. No, exactly.
I had to explain that to Rhett the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because he
He
hadn't played
never
D1.
played D1.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it was the same thing with Steve. Steve's like, okay, so tell me what I missed between D2 and D1. And I
lot.
explained to him. He's like, okay.
So I was at a conference last week with 18,000 other people at the same company that I work at, and everybody doing this while we're all supposed to be cattle herding from one thing to lunch or
Right,
one thing to the
right,
next
right,
event.
right.
Do you have any idea how many times I yelled "Eyes Up, Guardian" at people last week? It was impolite at one point.
Well, but but again,
That's
you're,
right.
but that's the cool thing about New Light is that for anyone who has never played D1 before, this is a nice little taste of
Yeah.
what it was like to be there on that
Because jumping
first.
into D1, or jumping into D2 after not playing anything before was
Yeah.
really confusing.
You
for
would
me.
is a little
understand
confusing.
the whole
Yeah.
Gaul storyline.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make any sense to you.
Well, but again, but it's kind of obvious, if you're not playing Destiny and you're playing D2, you're like, okay, so I'm jumping into the sequel. It's like it would be like putting it in perspective. Like
needs to be rebranded.
It is. It's being called Destiny New Light.
No,
he's
the
talking
whole
about
game
the
needs
whole-
to be
the
not
whole-
be called Destiny 2. The 2
Yeah.
needs to go away. It needs to be replaced by something
Yeah.
else.
There's no 2 in New Light. It's Destiny New Light.
No,
That's-
he's talking about moving forward after Shadowkeep. After
yes.
Shadowkeep.
When New Light launches, the game is officially called Destiny New Light.
Good.
Or at least
Okay.
That's what I've.
Okay.
But it's still
so
called
whatever
Destiny-
it is. It doesn't
Yeah,
have a
right.
number to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's we just can't be calling it Destiny 2
Yeah.
Shadowkeep.
Right.
And that's what they're talking about. So when Destiny 3 drops, instead of it saying Destiny 3, it could be something like Destiny Infinite, Destiny Online,
Right.
Destiny Universe, whatever you want to call
Bride of Destiny.
it. Bride of Destiny. Destiny of Osiris.
Cult of Destiny.
Cult of
Cult of-
Destiny.
I like that
Oh,
one.
God.
Destiny X. Nightmare on Destiny Street. What are we doing right now?
I don't know.
All right. So
Yes.
moving on. New
Yeah,
Light.
so now let's talk about everything that's come in the season of the Undying and the corresponding Shadowkeep release on October 1st. Pretty good timing.
Yes.
Because
Moon's on it.
Yes.
Moon's on it.
I'm going to read you the laundry list, and then we're going to talk about a couple things specifically.
All right.
Okay.
Read away.
So, Season of the Undying. There are 4 legendary weapon drops. We have weekly and daily bounties, weekly challenges with powerful rewards. Sounds familiar, right?
Sounds very familiar. So far, so good.
New weapon quest. And you have to have the season pass to do this one. Is the Leviathan's Breath, which is an exotic bow quest.
Oh, is that the heavy bow?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love me a good bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm one of the few people that just when I got that Hush, I immediately put it on, just gave it a test spin. I love it.
Yeah, you're like
love
one
the
of the
Hush.
few, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. And I'm just like, guys, okay, if you don't like the Hush, then go to
It's
the
because it has a perk that is already a thing. It has Archer's Tempo just buffed.
Yeah, but it's Archer Tempo buffed.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's buffed.
It's kind of like Revoker has whatever the I don't know what it is, but it's just buffed. I think it's Mulligan. No, Mulligan is not even close.
Right.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know
all-
what you mean.
Everything from.
But I really like Hush.
2 of the 3 pinnacles from Season of Opulence were just reworked perks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing I was going to say was that about having an exotic bow to go after. It's like look, if you're not crazy about
There's
the
only been
Hush,
2.
Yeah, I mean, what about Trinity Ghoul? You know, I mean, I'm sorry, I think Trinity Ghoul is one of the most underrated bows, one of the most underrated weapons in D2.
The bows got a big break, like they were awesome to begin with, and then forgotten about.
Yeah,
after
which
Black
is
Armory.
a shame. Which is a shame because man, they're terrific.
Yeah,
anyway.
we should. Yeah.
Listen, if we put this much time and effort into bows, we're not going to have this much time and effort to put in a hand cannon.
You're right.
Oh, speaking of, there's a new exotic hand cannon. Ariana's Vow.
Okay.
Which is rewarded at either rank 35 on the free tier or rank 1 on the premium.
Is it exotic?
Tier. It is.
Okay.
I believe, yes.
We need another exotic.
We
hand
do
cannon.
need another
Is this the
exotic hand
sniper?
cannon.
Huh?
Is this the sniper?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
It's just
know.
the name. Okay.
We need the ability to go 2 hand cannons. Like
We
at the same
do.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the next one will be called the Big Iron. Wrong game. Okay. There are 3 legendary armor sets, 1 per class. You complete the set by doing 25 ranks of free or rank 1 of premium.
Okay.
They also drop during the Vex offensive seasonal activity.
Huh. So the menagerie with Vex.
Or it could be something entirely new.
Well,
True.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. All the Vex with all the vines on them and stuff, man. That's such a great visual.
That's some D1 Vex.
I know it is.
Yeah, I was
I
going to
love
say.
it. I'm so excited.
I mean, yeah.
At the same-
Flashbacks to Venus, anyone?
Yeah.
I remember those
the
times
same time
in
that you're
Venus.
like, is that one alive? Is that one a statue? Like at the same
Yeah.
time you're doing that on the moon, you're going. There's these floating dead things. Oh, it's gonna be so cool.
Is it October yet?
Exactly. So the other premium track awards. So this is the premium, not the free. So in order to get these, you have to do. There are 3 universal ornament armor sets.
Huh.
Okay. So
Okay,
ornaments
nice.
that could go on any of your armor. There's an ornament for the Ariana's Vow hand cannon.
Cool.
There are 2 legendary weapon ornaments. There's a new finisher.
Ooh.
There's a new exotic ship and a new exotic emote. So
Unleash the fury!
I wonder if that finisher is going to be universal.
You mean
Like if it works for all 3
it works
classes.
for all 3?
that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Now, some of the activities that we have seen.
It'd be nice if you could also coordinate it where you
Or if it's
launch.
like 1 for each.
But
class.
no, what I was going to say was if it was the same finisher and like as your fire team, like all
Oh,
3
just
of you
all
do
3
it
do it at the same time. Yeah.
So the other activity,
the ultimate buddy cop moment.
yeah, that's not Vex related, but we did see it from the Gamescom stuff, was the Nightmare Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Nightmare Hunt.
Yes. So let's.
Also, Crota is now a strike. I just want to throw that out there.
Okay.
As he should have been a D1.
Right.
But Crota's a strike, and I think that's amazing.
Well, I'm wondering. So the Nightmare Hunt is not the promised dungeon that they said they were going to be bringing to Shadowkeep.
We are going to figure out what the dungeon is once Shadowkeep launches.
Yeah,
They're not going to tell us anything about that.
I am just chomping at the bit to that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just recently at the time of this recording, I went on ahead and I reran 2-man the Shattered Throne with Crazy Kyle from my from my Discord. Thank you again, Kyle. And we both did it because of cross save. We both did it on the PC, and it was a little tougher to do because I was on mouse and keyboard. But still, the thing is, I can't get enough of it. I freaking love the Shattered Throne.
Is that the one we did to get the wish in there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's so much damn fun.
It is. So Nightmare Hunts they look a lot like strikes the way they're set up.
Right.
But the difficulty scaling.
Yes.
So you have your target.
Right.
Which the only one we've seen so far is the Gate Lord.
Right.
From D1.
Yeah. From D1.
And then you get 3 modifiers for the first difficulty.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
5 for the second.
Yeah.
And 7 for the last.
So
you get what now?
Modifiers.
Modifiers. Okay.
So it's adept, hero, and legendary.
Yeah. And then
But I wonder if somebody has to finish it on legend in order to open the Vex offensive challenge because it's the Gate Lord.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? Like that
That'd
would
be
like the
pretty
same
cool.
way that. But
or is
the
it
first people
like
killed
there's
Riven
more
open
than-
up the curse?
There
you know
was
what I
more
mean?
than one though.
Yeah, but same type
Maybe,
of
maybe
dynamic,
they unlock
right?
different
But
things.
is this
yeah.
going to be? Are these levels going to be working the same way as they did in the Reckoning, where you have to do a tier 1, then you have to do a tier 2, then
Maybe.
you have to do a
Don't
tier
know.
3?
Maybe.
Don't know.
But yeah, so some of one
Logically,
of
it
the
makes
things-
sense to do that.
Yeah, it does. But one of the things I remember seeing is barrier something, maybe barrier rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Because on the artifact, there's mods you can apply to your weapons that are like hand cannon anti-barrier rounds or anti-disruption rounds.
Right.
So that you can deal extra damage to that specific nightmare.
Right, to shielded
Yeah.
enemies.
So it's really complex.
Right.
But-
And then we also, on top of that, have no idea how you earn the 3 new titles,
Yeah.
which are
Well,
Undying, Harbinger, and Enlightened.
Yeah. Enlighten,
Oh, these
Enlightens
are the new
Enlightens the raid.
titles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Enlightens the raid.
Harbinger, Shadow.
Harbinger Shadowkeep, and then Undying is something to do with Season of the Undying.
Okay.
I think
Makes
it's going to
sense.
be the Wayfarer of Season of the Undying.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
But I know we will not see a lot of Enlightened because that raid is going to be complex.
Well,
It's gonna be
yeah.
crazy.
Well, I mean, I always look forward to the new raids.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always a
Dude,
blast.
this is my favorite enemy.
Yeah,
My
Vex?
favorite
Yeah, he
place.
loves the Vex.
I'm
And he
gonna
loves the moon.
love this.
The other thing is if you want to get access to the Black Garden seasonal activity, if you want to get access to the matchmaking in the Black Garden seasonal activity, it's season pass is required.
Right. Well, I mean, I've already purchased my season pass. I mean, I got the
Just-
you know,
I don't get commission
went
on
all
season
in.
passes. I'm
No,
just
I
trying to
know.
let you guys know what you need.
Yeah, I hear you, and it is. It's just the more they've been rolling out. They haven't really given anything away.
Yeah.
But they've told us just enough.
They've clarified is what they've done.
And that we're
all you have to
that anticipation is starting to build. And you know, when people are going, oh, it's they moved it back to October 1st. I don't know if that's a good sign. I'm like, you know what? If they
That's a great sign.
if they are going to want to take a little bit of time to get it right, I'm okay with that. Yeah. I'm more than okay with that.
You get the moon's haunted, and you get the shadows of the thrall running up the hill, and that's all great. And then the Omnigul scream.
Yep.
And you're like, all right.
This again.
Here we go, man. Like, we knew when they showed, it's Crota again, it's Gaul again. Like, I wonder how far back they're gonna. Oh, they did, didn't they? Yeah. Okay.
Well, Crota was year 1.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
but
yeah.
But they are going obscure.
It does, and I mean, yeah.
So was that fallen captain the Archpriest from
Yes.
Wrath? That's what I thought.
That was
Yep.
that was the Archpriest from Wrath of the Machine.
Axis?
Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
The one that you used
do
to be
with
able
the monitors.
The one you used to be able to cheese, right?
No.
Not
Maybe.
that
No. This was the one where they had the
Siva monitors.
Yeah,
and-
if you go back
Different guy, sorry.
If you go back in our archives when I'm talking about the first time you go on a raid, where
when T jumps up and throws the orb like that way,
Yeah,
and the
that
boss
way.
is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Missed it by that much.
Not all of my orbs were off. Thank you very much, young man.
Okay, but that
doing
was the
best.
most notable
It
one.
was.
Here we go.
I know.
At least he didn't
and
say,
I
"Come in here
called-
and watch this," and he
I
got one kill with his super.
Called myself out on it, and you, buddy, I will find that other clip where I was playing Agretsuko, and I got my badge. Jerk.
All right, good.
Wow.
Hey,
You're welcome. Shut up.
Okay.
follow them to glory.
Right. Whatever. All right. So look, just remember something.
Listen, guys.
But if this information ever becomes a problem, I will hold you personally responsible.
I will.
Hey, I
damn
gave
it,
you that
I
drop in.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we have anything else? Because I can talk about
mean-
PAX leaks.
Let's get into it because I'm done. I've got all my
Okay.
notes are done.
So
Wow. Took us 2 shows to get
Yeah.
through all those notes. Damn.
Well-
nicely done, everybody.
Yeah, nice.
Give me some GGs in chat for Nick Kelly.
yeah.
Fan-freaking-tastic. So what were you going to be talking about?
So at PAX they had the
PAX West.
PAX
Yes.
West.
PAX
Yeah, they
West,
had the
yes.
playable demo for I think it was Widow's Court.
Okay.
And people, what Bungie didn't realize is that people would get, what's the word? Not suspicious. Curious, and go into the collections page.
Of course they did.
Yeah, they really should have seen coming.
Yeah.
But the raid armor apparently is what is some armor set from Osiris just reskinned.
Ooh.
Is what people were thinking, and then Bungie came out and claimed that it is part of a raid quest involving a weapon.
A raid quest?
Yes. I don't know if that's true. I've seen multiple different posts claiming different things.
Okay.
But...
So the reason it would be similar to anything Osiris is because it's Vex again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, which makes sense.
Right.
I mean,
because it could just be the difference between the what I don't know. They start with a P. I think it's prehistoric or whatever. Vex. You know, the harpies that look like fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it could be a difference between that and the Vex we're fighting now.
Right.
Praetorian.
Praetorian. Yeah. Prehistoric. But I think we've seen there's a rocket launcher that looks like something straight out of Borderlands that is going to probably consume planets by the look of it.
Well,
it shoots.
Okay.
We're getting the Gallahorn again. We know that.
Are we?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
So they are finally bringing back the Gallahorn.
So they neither confirmed nor denied, but it's believed that this is going to be the.
If they're bringing back the galley, I want them to bring back the Necrochasm. I really want my
that rocket
Necrochasm
launcher
back.
looks like the Necrochasm.
Oh, really?
But purple.
Oh, wow.
It shoots void orbs that detonate. You know the Prospector?
Yeah.
The one that you can choose, like the grenade launcher that you can choose when the grenades blow up?
Right, yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's a Nova
in that
bomb.
same one we just looked at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Why
then
not?
there's what else was it?
Monte
Why
Carlo.
not? Sure, why not?
Monte Carlo's coming
Monte
back. I
Carlo's
don't know what
coming
it's
back.
going to do. It's probably something to do with finishers.
I mean, why
Maybe
wouldn't we
there's
get
a
the
Monte Carlo
Necrochasm? We're
finisher.
going to the moon.
Yeah, why wouldn't we? Exactly. Why
And the
wouldn't
Hellmouth.
we? And, yeah, exactly. So why wouldn't we? Why
There's
wouldn't we?
there's a new trace rifle that I think it gives a bigger crit spot, was it?
Okay, I don't know.
It's like it shoots the Prometheus lens like ball that grows.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
But I think it's arc.
You hated the Crucible before.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, I'm dead.
So and then we're getting the Leviathan thing, the
bow.
sniper, the bow, the sniper hand cannon. I don't know what it does. And then there's, do you guys remember long hand cannon? The Rose?
Yeah.
I remember
Those
the
memes?
Rose. Yeah.
Those memes?
Yeah.
Because now there's long machine gun.
Oh, jeez.
Do what now? Really?
It shoots explosive rounds.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
I'm
the
all
quote
over
is,
that.
"Yeah, this is gonna hurt."
All right. I'm in for all that.
All right,
yeah.
I'm in.
There's
I'm
no name
definitely
for
in.
it. It's the file name, like the
Yeah, like the somebody
hand
found on
cannon
Reddit
was.
thing.
Right.
No, because it was in the collections at PAX.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. But
So
long
funny.
machine gun.
So funny. All right.
That sounds like a blast.
Yeah.
That sounds like an
It's like
absolute
the
blast.
barrel's like the length of the Whispers barrel. It's ridiculous.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So what are we doing tonight? What do you guys want to knock out tonight?
Showering.
How romantic.
You probably should, and it might smell like the beach when you're done because washing all that salt off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell me about it. I mean, you need to get some food into his system. It is time. He should get like a bite to eat or something.
The blood of the infidels apparently is where we're going.
Yeah,
with this. He's in
apparently.
super angry mode today.
But so what we'll do though. But if you want to get on tonight, just let me know. Just drop me drop me a ping.
Hey, I want to get on tonight.
All right, there you go. Fair enough. Well, it also depends on our evening because I know that Pip wants to finish up Carnival Row and I want to finish up Carnival Row tonight. So
So we won't see you tonight.
Probably not. But anyway.
All right, but everybody,
fixed your headphone cable.
Chat, and everybody else who listens to this, get your ass to Mars. We have something to accomplish.
Well, dude, by the time they get to this episode,
you wish
we'll be done.
Yeah. Also,
we'll be done.
It's September. If you still have your Christmas lights up.
Oh man.
Yes.
Oh my cock and socks! Did you not hear what I just said?
So I'm going to make a bold assumption that we are done with your copious notes. We're
I
done
don't
with PAX
have
West.
time to explain what I don't have time to explain.
All I can tell you is that it is not October 1st yet, but we are patiently waiting for us to get there.
I'm not
No,
patient.
we're waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting. We're impatiently waiting to get there. So anybody in chat? Marvinsky, how you doing, Marv? Good to see you.
Marv.
Look at that.
Marv's going to knock out 75,000 of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, he is going to set up. He is going
to.
to set up a shop on Mars, and he is just going to farm that puppy like he's old.
I really hope it's
McDonald.
not the ogre that heals.
So
that
if you got comments, if you got questions, if you got anything you want us to cover, yes.
This week is the one that drops all three.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
I mean,
it might be that ogre.
It might be the ogre tomorrow. Oh, whenever the thrall touch him?
Yeah.
Mother. It's a pain in the butt.
Bungie gave us a community challenge, not a community easy.
Right. It's why it's called a community challenge.
Not a community stroll through the park.
Yeah,
Listen,
not a
there are no
community gimme.
participation trophies on Mars. Let's
There
just
you
get
go.
that out
There
of
you
the
go.
way.
We've stepped into a
So-
war with the Hive on Mars.
So when these guys are done, if you want to have a comment or a question, you want to send it our way, remember 703-791-1701 or podcast at happyhourfromthetower.com. We appreciate you guys tonight for those of you who are listening to the podcast, thank you very much for listening. For those of you who are watching the stream live, thank you very much for
Happy
sitting
Labor Day.
through everything for both recordings for both parts. This has been an absolute blast. We got a lot to look forward to. There's a lot coming down the pike. And
wait,
what?
The Titan bubble.
What about the Titan bubble?
We're getting weapons of light back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get armor of light while in it, and then when you walk out, you get weapons of light for 10 seconds. Sorry, that's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And if you want to comment on that, you know where to find us. Plus, also remember, folks, that Happy Hour from the Tower is protected by a non-commercial, no-derivative, share-alike United States criminal license. You can find out more about that license at creativecommons.org. Guys, this has been like a mammoth recording, a mammoth stream for us. But I just wanted to know,
We're living in Megacity.
was there anything in closing we wanted to talk about?
Get your butt to Mars.
Take down your Christmas lights.
And it's because of time shifting, both are kind of irrelevant. So until next time, on behalf of Nick, on behalf of Brandon, eyes up, Guardian. Time to give up the ghost. The first round, that's on us. Clear.
You know, cows can't go downstairs.
Yeah, Marv, you came in a little too late, but I do want to show you something real quick. Check this out, Marv. If you remember, no. If you remember,
the 21st night of September.
If you remember, this episode 30 where I interviewed TD0013. He was working on Year 1.
I was worried for a second.
Destiny 1 Iron Banner armor. Take a look at this.
Yeah.
He finished it.
Check out that Foxy Banana.
He finished it, Marv. And this shit is so damn legit. It looks great. I'm right down to the weapon. I'm really proud of TD. It's
sexy because it's dangerous.
It's sexy. Jeez. Sorry if I'm a little tired.
No, you can't give a gun like that an iconic line.
Right.
On the level of sexy because it's dangerous, and then
not bring it back.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm a little exhausted.
Where's
but
my dog?
I honestly did not expect us to go to do 2 shows this go round. But, whew, man, that was a lot. That was a lot to unpack.
Making you work on Labor Day.
Yeah, tell me about it. That was a lot to unpack. But a good time nonetheless. But yeah,
they should bring back the first curse. Remember that hand cannon? Neither does Bungie.
But Marv is right. Weapons Alike is a big ass deal.
Crimson.
We'll probably have something to talk about with that the next show after.
Hopefully.
Because by the time we get back into to record again,
it'll be October.
It should be October, and we should have at least a week's worth of what it's like.
At which point,
he did a great job. I think TD did a great job on that.
Something that keeps getting overlooked is the Bottom Tree Night Stalker. Sorry.
What was that again?
Go ahead.
Your statement about Christmas lights will still be accurate.
It will be. The first purse was a pain to get. The bloody crappy ink and using Crucible. He's right. The Bottom Tree...
Imprecation. Fuck that gun.
Bottom Tree Night Stalker is getting changed to be useful now.
So what's the Bottom Tree Night Stalker again?
Mobius Quiver.
Oh, that one.
Yep. It's being changed to be all synergy based.
Mm-hmm.
Like getting kills with grenades recharges your melee.
Right.
Getting melee ability kills recharges your grenades. While invisible, your grenade recharges faster. It's just synergy based, so that you can constantly have something up.
I was about to ask. I was about to say, does that mean the Wombo Combo's coming back? Because I
Maybe.
Just,
I don't.
I just started figuring out the Wombo Combo at the end of D1, and then D2 started, and I was like, oh, I can't do the Wombo Combo anymore. Oh, damn it. By the way, everybody, this is the post show. We just finished recording 2 episodes back to back because Nick took amazing notes this go around. For
I may not get chronicler. I should get scribe.
Yeah.
What was that?
I should get scribe instead of chronicler.
You should get.
That'd be great.
You should get research assistant, because you're my favorite research assistant. Come and help me find. Never mind.
He's not as bad as Asher when it comes to the assistant.
Are they? Ooh, that's a good one.
I
really
can't
good.
sustain it very long. I don't have much voice left after.
Rhett plays an EXO, and he just texted me randomly the other day on IO. He just was, Asher just called me fleshy. Granted, he would be a lot louder than that, but
yeah.
I have I still have a bunch of drop-ins to give you too. I got some more. I gotta.
Oh, you got.
carve up.
You got more.
I'm gonna see if my screw this strike was on my data backup, because I don't know if I saved it.
I hope so.
Yeah, I think it's in there.
If not, I'll have to.
It might be on that drive, but it might also be on my.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
All right.
One of my proudest moments.
All right, so I'm going to go and find this moment that I was talking about with Nick and Brandon, where I got more than just one guy. Because you're right, that was a bit embarrassing. Yeah. But as far as the second go around, it worked and it looked a lot better. Good. Trust me, it's here. I have it preserved. It's there. Anyway, so everybody, we're just gonna wrap up because man, that was a good stretch. That was a good stretch.
You got to feed the kid.
Yep. So let's real quick.
Wegmans is way in the wrong direction.
Doesn't matter.
What? Wait. What is in the wrong?
Actually, we can because then I can surprise your mom with sushi.
Yeah.
Because she's not watching this. Because it's not the Hallmark Channel.
Or her Recolor app, as it's whatever she's sending me.
Well, she was watching Alien.
Something.
What's Ancient Aliens? She was watching that when we left the house.
Ancient Aliens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With Giorgio, the guy with the hair, the Greek dude. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Okay.
Shows Aliens.
I'm a little disappointed in Stacia. I'm sorry. I thought she would be better than that.
I don't know how much she's watching as much as she has it on while she's reading.
Laughing.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Laughing.
Right. It's just it can't
if
be.
She's laughing at it.
I'm sure she is.
I don't want her to say to me one day, "Hey, scientists, they got that math and stuff, but hey, they're Seattle." I mean, I don't want your mom going down that path. You know what I'm saying?
She's not a flat earther.
Okay, good.
I watched the rest of it. I tell you,
which is why she's wrong.
There's 2 times in there where they try to do scientific experiments.
With the flat
earthers, and they both proved that the Earth is round. And they're like, maybe we did the experiment wrong. No. That's
no. All right, so hang on a minute. So let's do
jabronis.
All right, that's right. Yep.
Mouth
okay.
breather.
So going ahead and grab that message chat. We are going to go raid Stash.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Stash play, you're missing out because that guy is a machine. He is absolutely fantastic. So let's go ahead and let's raid. Wait, I thought the Earth was flat. I mean, I live on a hill. God, I love you, Marv.
It is flat, man.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to raid Stash. So thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight.
When was the first time you heard about the Earth? I think it was in space looking at the Earth, Commander Kelly.
Love it. And on that note, thanks, everybody, for joining us. It's been a blast today. I'm going to go raid Stash. Make sure to copy that message. And thanks, everybody. Until next time, take care of yourselves and peace.